Welcome in, everyone. We'll have a few tracks on. If you've got any suggestions, bang them in comments. I'll play them. We'll go until 9. Starting with my favourite. Any guess? That's enough for me, to be honest. We can get going. Thank you, Pauline. Thank you. How's everyone doing? I'm not following what's going on there, DP. I didn't see what you were on about there. What that was. Futoy, welcome back. Sparkly Evie, good to see you, love. Comes and causes up with you all. Welcome in. Black Diamond, Stoic Tom, welcome in, everybody. Woo! What a warm one. Shorts Nation takes the gold. He give himself the crown now. Go on, mate. Lynn with the bronze, and Ubers took the silver. We ain't got time for no cow pats, I'm afraid. We don't have fake accounts. None of that. We don't need it. People don't need it. It's not fair. Jojo, oh, you're good, love. Oh, Return of the Mac. Do we want to listen to some return? I don't know. Oh, Looney Tunes. Thank you so much for your comments recently, man. Legend. On the money. Right, we're going to have to do this for Jojo. And then we'll get the show started. We'll drop a link out. We'll have a chill Saturday night. Return of the Mac. Which was just be like a Discord chat, in it. Return of the Mac. Let's have a look. Mark Morrison, 18 years ago. Return of the Mac. Right, let's critique some tunes. If you get me. So it's important that we just critique these tunes so we can discuss them during the live and really give us opinions on this amazing music. Coming up next, we've got Ren's latest as well. Asking for dancers in the chat. Asking for dancers. Right. This is, I don't know how this is going to go. I'm looking forward to this one about being neurodivergent. And I know all about that. Type 2 even. Woo, imagine the struggle. Let's have a listen. I need to show you the video, really. I'm just going to go for it. This noise, I hate the place. I got something wrong then. Right, I'm back. I don't know what happened. They just all froze up. Yeah, it's frozen. I'm not complaining. I've not heard this one before. I'm sure I've not, but I recognise that scene. Link's going out after this song. We're just critiquing some tunes. A bit basic compared to what we're used to with Ren. Am I being a bit too critical? It's just all predictable. See, being very popular because the that neurodivergent thing is very popular on the TikToks and stuff, isn't it? I can see that doing really well, but I'm not feeling it like I do onto the other ones. Definitely not. So we'll leave it at that. It were actually doing my head in. You've never heard of Rain? Maybe we should for Emily. Emily, just exclusively for you. Right, which is Ren's? Which would be a? Let me find you a classic. I'll show you a belter. Probably going to drive the chat mad because not everyone's a fan of Ren around here. I think go with that recent one, Reese, not the old ones. I liked the which was it? was it? Can tell Jamie's getting old. Tell me why. Tell me why. What did you tell? Hey, Big G, welcome. Hey, I seen your comments. Note to do with me. I don't talk in Discord, mate. I'm not. I would never do anyone dirty like that. Not a chance, mate. Not a chance. Right, videos. Down the road. I thought that were a good one. Yeah, we'll go with Down the Road. 2 months old. Money Games is good, but I played it a lot. I'm going to go with Down the Road. Money Grabber, welcome. Right, Down the Road. I'm going to go with video as well, actually. We'll do it. No. Let's have a gamble. That bittersweet. Oh, thought we got shut down. Right, one for an. Right, critique away. What did we think of that? Down the Road. Back, let me bang that there. What do we think? Right, I'm taking us to 1934. I think 1934. Get ready for this one. This we cannot get copyrighted for. Solid 3. Not bad, not bad. 3 out of 10. Solid. Terrible, terrible. Awesome. Love it. Cool. Coolio. There's more people liking that one. Right, 1934. Where are we going? Right. 1934. And he wasn't happy with society in 1934. He said the world's gone mad. What would he? Yeah, I'm right. 1934. What would he say about 2026? Like that. Some of you are seeing that then. Some of you are seeing it. I hope that's cheered you up a little bit. Cheered me up, made me laugh. Link out. If anyone wants to jump on panel, please do. Please do. Karaoke. I'm not singing. It's too much of a delay. If you want to do karaoke, we'll do it later if you want. I'm up for it. If Reese is about, he's a karaoke man. Yeah, and so good to have Ren on. I mean, I just can't believe that. I just can't believe that. Unbelievable. Yes, Marie C. Back in the day, 1934. Unbelievable, really. Unbelievable. 1934. Guest loading in. We've got Dad Knows Best. We've got Vlogging Journalist. News Now Yorkshire's newest mod on it.
Just double check that. Did you actually you had Ren on? Like, legitimately Ren?
No. We were yeah, we're blagging Floyd. I was just trying to make rewind. It'll be like, what? Did I play it? I played it subtle then. I must have played it quite subtle the way I said.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Like, it's like, is he fucking joking?
Yeah, get on it. Of course, we would have. I've tried about 3 times now. I've been constantly trying. I've messaged every time he comments on YouTube. I'm in the comments every time, and I'm yet to get a reply. But every single one of his posts says, "Play my videos, talk about them, play them, do what you want. You'll never get a copyright." That's what they all say. But the only time we've ever been took down is when we've played a Ren song. True story. Well,
I mean, obviously, it might be the AI thing, you know.
His
intention might not matter. You know?
It's supposed to be white label to avoid that or something. That's the whole point. But there's still, it's all automatic. You're right. It's have
What do
definitely
you have? What?
is what?
You'd have Ren on, wouldn't you, Jamie? If Ren rocked up and went, "Hey, Jamie, can I get on your podcast?" Fucking like,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Oh yeah. I mean, we'd have so much to talk about the struggles he's been through, and how a lot of people in chat can relate to him. Yeah, it'd be a fantastic lad, and not too out of reach. I beg your pardon, Eamon. I mean, you're not a regular in here, Eamon. So I mean, trying to adjust your. I mean, I don't think I appreciate that tone. So maybe if you change your tone, I might respond. Hey, bringing you on, VJ. Welcome, welcome. Are we live, John?
No.
No. Are we live? Right, bringing you on.
You gotta drop your mic. We can't hear you. Put your mic down. Your mic's.
Hello, sorry.
Hello, hello.
What have I missed? I've been camping. What's been going
Have you
on?
been camping? Well, no, really. I'm back on my tablet. It's all good. Everything's well.
I know you haven't been on because I've been getting no notifications, Jamie. What's been going on?
But I had to recharge. We're going to pop. It's just not fair. It's just not fair.
I know what it's like. I had to go camping. I had to recharge. I was about to pop as well.
Yeah, where are you camping, Sasha? And are you?
I went in Thetford Forest. It was beautiful, Thetford Forest.
Which Forest? Thetford.
Yeah.
Ah, nice.
Very nice.
Sorry, the only reason I ask is because I thought you said Stratford. I was like, that's only down the road from me. But
no, Thetford.
Stripey got attacked today. I didn't see that. What happened? Anyone know on panel? What happened there? No.
How are you anyway, Jamie? I've not seen you for a few days.
Really good. Yeah, I feel really well.
I know I have, Yogi. I know I have. You know what? I can go away for a few days, but people can't forget me, can they, Yogi?
You've got another John back here, John. Oh, he wants to come on in this, John. It were working. Oh, couldn't you hear us, John?
No, I could hear you.
Ah,
I could hear you, but you couldn't hear me. It always happens. When I start up, I get two different channels, as if it's like two channels sort of, and they bounce off of each other, which is not good.
Well said, Pearl Harbor, and we're going to try. I mean, people are starting to notice the division and not.
I think here now. I'm going to try it. Ready?
What? I don't know what's going on, John. I think people are spotting it and realizing how dangerous it's becoming.
Jamie, it's becoming very dangerous to the point. Some people, they're watching this and I'll just.
It wasn't Floyd. It was.
I will speak for other people as well. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But people are just getting to the point now where there's a lot of fear going on, and they're not wanting to leave their house, and they're not wanting to walk their dog at night. They're not wanting to walk the streets at night, and I speak to my sons about it, and they don't know fuck all about it. And they're like, "You're being paranoid, Mum."
Well, I
mean, maybe it's what I'm watching. They're like, "You're in a bubble. You're in this little bubble. You need to chill out."
I mean, there are obviously some parts of the world. The world in which I live is very painfully middle class, and we don't tend to have that issue. But I'm not blind to it. Obviously, we've got a bit of a fucking ass kicking that's coming down the pike, but I'm not.
But for us all to sit here and say, "Don't let your kids out. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't." You know what I mean? No women go out and.
You know what? There's going to be serious control. There's going to be some serious control maneuvers heading our way. We're going to be living in such restrictions that all this could probably go. The YouTube's rules could change absolutely massively. Social media could change massively. I can see it right now that we're going to be living in a very different world to what we're used to. And I say that because I seen, one second, John, I'll just finish this. I seen what happened in Edinburgh, and someone's gone round stabbing people innocently, not innocently, indiscriminately based on colour of the skin. I've seen a post online talking about that, and nearly every single comment under it is calling him a hero. This is amazing. This is a hero. This is just, and I'm just absolutely baffled. So when I saw that,
but haven't we seen this in reverse as well, though?
What do you mean in reverse? What do you mean by in reverse?
So, for example, it happens in both directions.
What do you mean by directions, though? I don't know what you mean.
Like political directions. So when the Luigi
but a lot of
Mangione-
it's not political, John.
But
A lot of it's gang
you
war.
don't know what
There's a lot of
that's what I'm
gang
trying to-
war that goes on, and we're all aware of the gang war that goes on. It's been going on for many a years. Yeah, I've been brought up in it. I've seen it. I've got my kids away from it. There's stabbings every day. There's fire set. There's people putting tyres and set alight. This is London for you, yeah. But at the end of the day, this left and right thing that is going on now is becoming more and more malicious. It's becoming more dangerous, and it's putting a lot of fear into the world, to the point I don't even want to walk out my front door because I'm brown. I'm sick of it. Even my kids say to me, "Mum, what are you watching? What the hell are you watching?"
1 second backstage. I'll get you on.
So obviously, like how you go through your day-to-day life is how you go to your through your day-to-day life. I'm not going to tell you don't experience what you experience, but what I mean is that the like with the Luigi Mangione thing, or like when Charlie Kirk got shot, you know, you've got people saying, oh, like Charlie Kirk deserved what he got, you know, this poor guy who, you know,
but that wasn't the point I was making. The point I wasn't making was it's one-sided, John, or it's only from one person. I was talking about the dangers and the future of social media and society.
Exactly.
So
that's
if
what
we're
my
now
kids
going to have,
say to
if
me.
we're now going to have people running around stabbing people, saying, "Oh, I'm saving the country," and I'm attacking people based on the color of their skin, the only response is going to be a dystopian, horrendous place for us to live because.
I see, right, obviously, yeah.
Because where does it end? And the first thing that has to stop is the divide, and that they're going to. If you imagine you're in charge of dealing with this, where do you start, John? This is your job. You're in government. You've been employed by government. You've got a team of 20 people. You're at the head of it, and they say we need to make sure there's no more people running around Edinburgh, Leeds, or any other major city stabbing people based on.
Do you think? Do you think that the reason that, like, for example, that this lunatic who's running around stabbing people, going, "I'm saving the country" by stabbing like brown people, I assume.
Yeah.
Do you think the reason that he's done that is because he has like a visceral hatred of brown people, or do you think the reason that he's doing that is because...
speculate because I'm guessing some are going to argue he's being radicalized. I'm going to bring a guest on.
Let me just say, what if for once we turn around and say that social media are radicalizing our kids?
Yeah. Well, it's this.
Let's just say it as it is, because that's what's happening, and I'm not going to be ashamed to say it.
Well, yeah, like my kids don't have social media for that reason, but because I like to have a degree of like influence over my kids that I can't have.
Yes, Jamie. Jamie.
Oh, sorry.
How we doing? Front panel. Crinkle. Crinkle.
Hear me?
Oh, fuck it.
You know, we don't fucking give a fuck, man. We're knocking beers over everything. Hey, we're here. I don't know who's watching, but yo. Hey,
it's good to see you in good spirits, guys. It's good to see you in good spirits. John and Henry, have a great time. It's a little bit noisy, but great to see you having a great time. Have a good night, guys.
They were having a fucking great time, weren't they?
Yeah, we thought you just wish you were there. Probably some good tweets coming out. Sorry, John, to put you off there.
But no, it's fine. But what I mean is, it's not like these things don't happen in a vacuum. The thing that I think is happening is that like I'm not happy with how the British government has dealt with things like migration, and because personally I think I'm a business owner, family man, I've got kids, got a wife. Like, I'm not going to like run out into the street and just plunge a knife into the first brown person I see, assuming that they're some kind of enemy, because that is a fucking nutty thing to do, right? Frankly, that's insane. But the reason that this animosity exists is because the British government, frankly, has abdicated its responsibility for decades. They've fostered this animosity, and it's not the fault of the indigenous population, i.e. Brits, and it's also not the fault of the people that are currently the target of the animosity, but it is the fault of the British government that have abdicated their responsibility wholesale.
That's what we're getting at. I mean, I need to interject because straight off the bat, you went in and said, "Well, it happens," as if it offers some kind of.
But
that's where we want to be careful that we don't do that.
Can't,
John, very dangerous.
No, I agree with you, and I'm not advocating for violence of any kind, anybody who engages in this kind of behavior where they take their cultural dissatisfaction out on an individual is absolutely wrong. They're completely, that is fucking nuts.
Exactly, and I want us to be emphasizing that point relentlessly, because we don't want to see anyone radicalized, and moreover, I don't want to see anyone, John, go out there going, oh, I want to make content, and then ending up with a serious critical injury. And I absolutely think that is highly likely. And
that's what I think, Jamie. It's very highly likely.
You know what?
We can't blame the government.
Right? In Birmingham today, there's people in Birmingham. There's groups of guys going around looking for it. They're literally out there looking.
Yeah, but Jamie, what do you expect when it's all around social media and it's being fucking filmed 24/7?
It's so there's been a.
What do you expect people not to say anything or fight back?
People become complacent and they feel safe, and it's building up to a point where they won't be.
Exactly, Jamie. People aren't feeling safe right now, so what do? They flight, run off, flight or fight. Do you know what I mean? You've got an option. What are you going to do?
Sasha, do you think that there is a mirror to this, in that the reason that people like like this froth, this aggressive, like the raggedy edge of this, I don't want to call it a movement. The reason that they've got the motivation that they've got is because, frankly, they feel like, and justifiably feel like they've been ignored and marginalized for basically decades. You know. If
they've been ignored for decades, then they're not doing things right at the end of the day.
Yeah, but what
I'm all for.
Do you think that'll be his defence in court, though, John? Do you think
no.
And say, oh, I've been ignored for decades and marginalised.
Exactly, I've been ignored for decades, so you know what? I've been ignored for decades. I don't want to. This happened to me. That happened to me. I was ignored for decades, so now I'm going to go out there and just give out big abuse. I'm going to be violent, and I'm going to do this to get myself heard.
Sasha, I don't want to put myself in the position of defending these lunatics, because that's not what I'm trying to do. What I do
fight neither, because there's millions of people that are frustrated and they'll say Keir Starmer's a wanker and want political change, but would never even consider or think about doing something like that. But every single post, like it's got to be
the body politic, like society, like the UK is built up of like it's a huge number of people, some of which are like these unhinged lunatics. Who are looking for any excuse,
who are easily radicalized, very likely.
You don't. The problem is that as soon as you ignore a significant portion of the population, ignore a legitimate grievance, you do make it easier for people who want to engage in this shitty behavior to use that as like a political shield, which is basically what they're doing. And what's the easiest way to not let them have the political shield? Don't fucking ignore them.
What? Let them get what they want, just like that. Like click of a finger, because they're shouting and they're giving it this and they're giving it that. Because I tell you now, John, if that was my kids shouting and screaming about over a meal, I wouldn't give them what they want. They'll eat what they get.
But Sasha, the bit where they've been ignored, the bit where the British public have been ignored.
It don't make sense, John, right? Because
you're saying it does. Because for the last
let's just give them what they want, because they're shouting, they're screaming, they're being little bitches, and they're doing their thing. Let's just give in and give them what they want. No, it don't work like that. You don't bring your kids up like that. I don't bring my kids up like that. So why should we bring society up like that?
That's not the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making is that for the last 20 years. For the last 20 years, every single political party has stated that they were, for example, going to reduce migration. And every single one of them has not only not reduced migration, they've actually increased it. So they've done the exact opposite.
What, we just go out and stab each other?
They're going to use it. No, I'm not.
We don't go out. Stand outside.
I'm not drawing, Sasha. I'm not drawing.
Order. Can we go back to the original question then? If I like the thing I presented to you, John, you've been employed by the government. You've got a team of 20. You're the boss. You need to deal with this
team of 20.
Yeah, you got. What do you do? What do you do? Where's the first place you look at trying to stop people becoming radicalized?
The first thing I'd do is start telling the truth. I'd get rid of the nudge unit immediately. I would
get rid of the
nudge unit immediately. And I would also.
What's the nudge unit? Explain that to me, please, because I'm not on your level, John. I'm not embarrassed to say that.
What, the nudge unit? Oh, it's the unit that tries to manipulate the British public politically. So you know how every time, like, you know, like how the Novak family, like when like they go, oh, you know, this isn't a race issue, this isn't that issue, etc. It's basically the nudge unit, you know, like say this or else. It's all part of the nudge unit. The other thing that I do is I would immediately, the first thing that I get this staff of 20, this hypothetical staff of 20, I'd send them immediately around to every single civil servant who has a rubber stamp with respect to like legal migration, and I'd remove that rubber stamp. I'd be like, no, just fucking stop. Just let us assess what we've got.
You're assuming. I don't like. Well, you kind of like saying it's justified. It's all.
No.
Understandable.
Because
you're not dealing. Order, Sasha. Let me come in. You're not dealing with the issue, John. You're dealing what you think his issues is. That is justified.
No, I think the cause of the issue.
But I asked you how you deal with the going out and stabbing people indiscriminately based on skin color. And you're talking about rubber stamps and all this. This is about someone being radicalized, and you say then it's both ways. And he's doing it because he's being ignored.
What would you do? Like send 20 civil servants around into the British public to confiscate?
Well, I'm trying to get at what the first thing they're going to do is look at where the heightened conversations are going on, where people are getting this where they're getting their information from.
Ouch.
Do you think the people who are running around in the population right now, who are stabbing people based on their skin color, do you think like a lecture on like equality is going to affect that, or like confiscating knives is going to affect that? Do you think there's an underlying issue?
No. Come on, John. We've tried the confiscation of knives. We've tried the handing in the knives. Come on, it's not fucking rocket science, is it?
Well, no,
there's a big issue going on here right now.
Sasha, I wasn't being serious. Obviously, come on, you must know that I was being sarcastic.
Well, I'm being serious right now, John, because this ain't a laughing matter. It could be my son that gets stabbed next week.
It's coming. We are going to get. It's coming,
and I'm feeling it, Jamie, and I'm not going to sit here and fucking joke about it. I'm sorry, John. It's not a fucking laughing matter.
No, I wasn't laughing at you.
I know you weren't laughing at me, but you're just putting it across like, you know.
But so how do we fix this? Like,
well, you tell me. You're the man that's fucking got.
No, you don't have to fight. You don't fight with John. It's not John's fault.
No,
it's not
like Jamie put you on the spot and said, like, what would you do to fix the problem? And I said, I gave you an example of what I would do. So how would you fix the problem, Sasha? Like, let's say you've got infinite resources.
I would cut down on the social media. I would cut down on like how many people on the left, go and film the people on the right and irritate the fuck out of them. Come on, let's be real. And I'm not saying I'm on the left.
I don't blame that for the reason neither. You've got really big political parties. It's not easy to go and point the finger at a few YouTubers. The YouTubers are only on it because of the society that we're in. We've got political parties. Language that they're using has changed things, hasn't it? It's not the guys on the floor filming that is causing it. It's the bigger the media, the politicians.
But that's what our generation of youngsters are watching, Jamie.
Yeah, and we've had stop the boats, send them back, you smash the gangs. It's constantly been fed, hasn't it, to society? It's been constantly fed, and then we've had the illegal boat crossings, the hotels, it's all that stuff. So the response is going to be what we're seeing: the restriction on social media. Severe consequences. Watch, it's going to be horrendous. This year it's coming.
Jamie,
I can feel that, Jamie. I know.
Go ahead, John.
Yeah, thanks. I was just as I do, you know, I wasn't physically at Birmingham, but I was following some people around, as you know, and what I noticed is it was the same as last week or the week before when we were at Brighton, and for instance, the hang on a sec, let me get this right. The photographers, I would say, are mostly right wing, and the left wing photographers probably stay in the crowd. But have you noticed that the police are just letting the right wing photographers go through their lines? They can go anywhere they want, and because they behave themselves. And I think that's, you know, that if we can show that, how that the right wingers behave themselves, not only for the photographers but the public, get everyone to behave themselves, which I think they are more and more, and that has surely got to spread to the more vicious side of the left wingers. That's a little bit more I'd like to say after you.
No, you say it. Feel free to. I know you're being reserved, but I don't want you to be. I don't want. You've no need to be. I agree. You're spotting a different type of behaviour from the two sides. I guess they would argue they're there to stop the protest, to counter the protest. They're not there to be nice. They're there to scream and shout and say, "Get off our streets." That's their intention. They're there to show strength. They're there to show that there's more of us than you. And they certainly did that in Birmingham today, because there were a hell of a lot more of them. It were enormous, absolutely enormous.
And the other thing we've got to do is like these 5 or 6 or 7 people that beat young Bob up. I believe there's probably 3 in prison tonight, which is great. So if they, once they catch a few more, that sort of thing is going to go round, and there'll be a lot of other. They'll work it out. Them, the left wingers will work it out that there's people over there taking photographs of us and videos. I bet they can't believe that mob got caught or is being caught now by their own photographs in some.
You're right. There needs to be some serious consequences there. There needs to be absolutely
5 years in jail, I reckon. There you go. I've got some other things to say, but I think if we could just discuss all of us, what I've just been talking about, and then I'll come back to that, because the other stuff's slightly different, and we'll see what happens in a minute.
Right, we've got everyone's favourite nemesis backstage, Gamer. He has been very patient. Gamer, are you there?
Yes, sir, boy.
Yes, welcome, Gamer. What's your opinion on this? Have you seen the story that's gone on in Edinburgh? Someone's gone around literally stabbing people for being off coloured skin, literal brown people.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, he said he's saving the kids. And
but how can you be saving the kids from every brown person?
It's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It's fucking embarrassing. Do you know what? I'm really offended by it.
People,
as a fucking person that was born in this country, I was give everything I've got for this country, and my family have given so much for this country. I'm fucking offended.
I was disgusted when I saw a post about it, and I'm telling every single comment, and you're talking hundreds. It's not just 2 or 3, hundreds of comments.
You're gonna fucking go on because I'm brown. Never mind all the stuff that all of us have done for this country, all the corner shops, you can all laugh. Everything that we've done, as fucking Indians, even some Pakistanis are all right. I mean, come on.
Well, you don't have to even say it like that, and we know that. We know that.
Exactly, Jamie, and I'm really sick of hearing it, to the point that I can't walk out my fucking door right now because I'm going to get a shank in the neck because I'm brown. Are you for real?
Horrendous. So what do we do? And I don't think we can't do anything. It's going to be hammered down on us by government, and we'll have to suck it up. Watch.
At the risk of asking what might be considered to be a daft question, like, is it the British, like? Who's racialized this problem?
Yeah, but the thing is, a lot of the British ain't racialized.
We've had things like the concept of white privilege shoved down our
but if you look at the population of British people that are white, they've gone with mixed race people. My mum went with my dad. She was blonde, blue eyes. She went with my dad. Yeah. Half of the men in my family have gone with white Irish women. Do
you think the vast majority of
no, there's not a vast majority. There's a small minority. There's a small minority that are causing a lot of hate, that are putting it online.
Can I finish the question before you? Can I finish the question before you answer the question? I've sort of got to get to the question mark. My question was: do you think that the vast majority of the British public, like view you with respect to your race? Or do you think it's more like on an interpersonal level? Like, I don't give a single shit about the colour of your skin.
Well, lately, John, I'm not going to lie. I walk down the street and I get shit. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, just because you've got it bang on.
I went camping to a rural area, where there's no fucking Asians, and people are looking me up and down like I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
And I'm not lying.
Going on. It's not nice.
They're looking me up and down for not wearing a fucking sari or a fucking dressed up as a Muslim.
We had a good conversation today. We're only a brief one, but I see the really
wearing
good
what I'm wearing, looking me up and down in disgust. And the only disgust that they're looking at is my colour of skin.
But sorry, Sasha, why would there be an expectation that you're wearing like a sari or some kind of cultural dress.
Because
like,
Muslims, I get it from Muslims. Either way, I will get it from Muslims. Even if I walk around London, even if I walk around anywhere, any city, I can walk around where it's well populated.
Hang on,
Let me finish.
But sorry, Sasha.
I will get shit from Muslim men for wearing what I'm wearing because I'm not covering myself up.
But why does that? Why I asked you, what does the indigenous population of, like, what the Brits like treat you like, and now we've segued on.
Well, recently, like I said, I went camping last year. I went camping the year before. I've done it for years, and I've been to the same place, and I've walked down the streets. I've gone in the pubs. Recently, like yesterday, I walked into the pub and I got looked at like I was a piece of shit.
Ooh.
But sorry, by like, now I'm confused. Like, by who? Like, by Muslim men or by
general people? What are you on about,
John? Mickey, please tell us what I've stopped. I thought you had stopped all this. Please tell us what all this is, Mickey. Please tell us what all this is. Please tell us what all this is.
And I'm a woman with 11 people, yeah, and I'm the only Asian person there sat round a table.
Well,
and they're looking at me up and down.
Let me bring a guest on. Just chill out. Honestly, I know you want to argue, but I don't want you to. I know you want it.
Well, I didn't even want to argue. I just wanted to say to Sasha that, look, if I, like, Sasha, like, despite the fact that we're obviously having a bit of a set to right now, like, all the interactions I've with you seem like a perfectly lovely person. You seem, for the most part, quite reasonable. And if I thought that somebody was judging you by the color of your skin, and like, I would be on your side. I would fight.
Yeah, I know you would. So are you on the side of the people that are getting stabbed right now because of the colour of their skin?
That's not. I'm not on their side. I'm not saying that I'm on their side. I've categorically stated I'm not on their side. They are horrible, cunty people, and I consider it a point of honour to fight against.
But can you understand, John, that this is going to cause, like, people like me that is British, yeah, that has always been on the right, that has been proud to be English, but now I'm thinking, what the fuck am I fighting for? What the fuck am I, talking for? Can you understand now when people like that are just going to come and stab me in the neck? Can you not see the division that's going to get caused because of this? That has been caused. That will continue to be caused.
Is that not?
All because of skin colour.
Is that not kind of engaging in the hyperbole that you think that the extreme right wing are engaging in? So, for example, like, we've got one example of this fucking lunatic wandering around this town who stabbed people because they're of a particular skin color. Like, I mean, that almost never happens, right?
But you're downplaying it like it's not going to have any consequences.
No. I'm not.
Not give a shit. Maybe I don't know, but I've got feelings and I've got emotions and I'm feeling it right now, and I'm sorry for that.
To suggest that it's only one example, it's like playing it down. Or it hardly happens. This is.
But hang on.
You say, hang on, let me finish. I ain't even done. That is going to have absolute catastrophic effects on social media, on the future, on just the way society works. 100%.
But is Sasha not stating that the reason that she's unsafe in the country is because of the massive exaggeration on the other side? Like, we've got one example of
what Sasha's talking about is the hatred that's in society now, in this divide, and people are looking on and seeing everybody of colour as some sort of problem, and everybody's
that's not true.
No, but that is obviously that doesn't apply to everybody. Obviously, that doesn't apply to everyone. It doesn't apply to you, John, or me. But it does apply to some, as we've seen in Edinburgh. That's all she's saying.
I could be the most far-right person in this country and still get stabbed in the neck for being brown. I mean, what do you make of that? Come on, John. It's not fucking rocket science. You're clever.
No.
I just want to make a little point, Sasha. I want to make another point. You live in London, don't you? Like, white people are not even minority in London, so I didn't know where you're getting all this hate from.
I don't treat white people any different to brown people.
I'm just saying, like, white people are not minority in London, so how you get loads of hate and you're scared to walk down the street? I didn't understand.
I mean,
because I don't wear a sari and I don't wear Muslim clothes. I go out with my skin showing, and a lot of Muslims, Indians, don't like it, and a lot of white people think I'm this and that, and they will fucking shank me.
So I think you've just hit the nail on the head. You get more hate off the Muslim people, not the white.
Yeah,
not the
demographic and stick to that.
Right, I'm going to bring a guest on. We're going to bring this down because it's getting a bit silly. Future, are you there?
Hello.
Yes, from Toy. From Toy.
Hello, guys.
So people we're not tarnishing no one. What we're saying is, what is the response going to be? What's the response, and how do we prevent this from happening further? That's what I'm trying to discuss. I'm not trying to say, oh yeah, but people are being ignored. Oh, but it's justified. Ah, but can you not even see it? Are you so dumb? Can you not see are you stupid? No, I'm not stupid. I'm well aware of what's gone on. I'm talking about the future and how the government's going to respond to people getting, well, just stabbed in the city centres. It's going to be horrendous. It's going to be horrendous.
They've divided us to have more control, Jamie.
Exactly. I don't think I'm overreacting. I think the social media controls that are started is all going to be about punitive, just punishments for it's going to be crazy.
Jamie, do you think I'm overreacting? Because if I am, tell me.
I don't think you are. I think you're justified, and I feel for you. Like, sorry, Jamie, go ahead.
I don't want people to feel for me. I just want understanding.
Yeah, it's not. I feel for you because you want it. I feel for you because of the type of person I am. I can't help how I feel, right? So
I feel like she's exaggerating a lot of food. She's definitely exaggerating.
Yeah, how can I exaggerate it, gamer? How can I exaggerate? Have you watched the news? Go and watch the news.
It's not the news. You're saying that you're scared of going out and what?
Right, stop. You're just playing it down. You're starting to really get. No, I'm not going to explain myself. We're talking. Are you saying she's overreacting? Innocent people have been stabbed for the color of the skin, and she's overreacting.
No, she's not. She's justified.
It's absolutely ridiculous. There's no, and we're like, but have you seen other side? But he's a hero. No, he cannot be tolerated.
In fairness, Sasha, if I don't want to like belittle or undermine how you feel is how you feel. That's first person to you.
Jupiter, please come up here, girl.
But
sorry, can I just put out my? I know I'm interrupting you there, but just before.
No, it's fine. I was done. It's fine.
Thank you. So, sorry for that, Dad. Nice to meet you, by the way, as well.
There's evil on both sides. At the end of the day, there's evil on both sides.
Well, that's what basically I wanted to say. Like, I don't have the solutions. I mean, does anybody have all the solutions? But maybe like little smaller things that help. For example, I believe that if people like a white guy stabs somebody, I feel the white community should stand up and condemn it on social media everywhere they can, verbally condemn it. The Sikh guy who stabbed the white guy, the Sikh people should get up and verbally condemn it.
And they have. The Sikh community are devastated. My family are from the Sikh community, and they are devastated, and they're disgusted, and they're ashamed.
That's what we all should do.
Then you've got Sikhs like Bobby standing up for it, and it's just they don't condone that. That's not what their religion's about.
And I've got a few Sikh friends, and they're like, look, we were well liked, we're integrated, part of British culture, and this fucking idiot did this lunatic thing, and now all of a sudden we're being tarred with this brush. And like the vast majority of the Sikh community are fucking disgusted with Digba.
That's great to hear, you know. And the
what people don't understand. What people don't understand with me is I get it off the Indians, I get it off the Muslims, I get it off the white people, because I dress how I want to dress. I will wear a dress showing my legs, showing my arms. If you're in an Indian community, you can't do that. If you're in a Muslim community, you can't do that. So I get shit from every fucking community for just being me.
I've got Jukes backstage. Let me just explain. Jukes wanting to know what we're talking about, and I'm just wanting to touch on Jukes because of what's happened in Edinburgh. I think this is going to be used as a springboard to serious social media controls. I think there's going to be a really strong reaction from government. So that's what we're trying to discuss on what we think might happen, or is it an overreaction? Is it? I don't know. I just think it's going to be really strict.
I don't know what's happened in Edinburgh, so you're going to have to tell me.
Oh, so someone's gone round and stabbed innocent people based on the colour of the skin and said he's saving the country. And then I've seen a post talking about it, and literally hundreds of people are going, hero, hero, shake his hand, legend, amazing, fantastic. It's just relentless, absolutely relentless, all over YouTube. I'll bring the story up now, see if I can find a news story on it.
Hello,
no one should be stabbed just because of their skin colour. That's ridiculous.
Absolutely. I'm at the point now where I'm fucking
Yeah, I mean,
What do
they're
I do?
taking
Where do
music
I
maybe,
stand
but
in
not
all
their skin
this?
color.
It has to be said that not many white people are doing things like that, are they? I mean, you had one Sikh the other week. You've got a white person.
Yeah, but
this
saying
week.
you're a
It's
hero.
not-
Using the word Sikh in that instance, right? I think using the word Sikh there is not fair on the Sikh community. That's one guy.
That's
got
one
no-
guy out of millions and millions of Sikhs.
Got nothing
I
at
go
all
to
to
the
do with
temple.
Sikhs.
I've
I mean,
dressed up in a
100%.
sari.
You're
I've covered my
right.
hair to go to a temple, to go to my dad's funeral. And they're not mean. They're not like that. They
It's
feed
not
the
all-
homeless on a
listen,
daily
it's
basis.
not all of
For
any-
me going to the temple
can-
that one day of my dad's funeral, they will all work in the kitchen daily and they feed the
Yeah, I
homeless.
know, but you can't judge
Sasha,
white people
the
either.
same is
If
true-
it was
No,
a
I'm
white
not,
person.
Jeeves, I'm not judging white people.
Well, exactly, because like that arsehole that murdered that baby, you wouldn't demonize every gay person. You wouldn't demonize every male. You wouldn't demonize every white
It's
man.
not, it's not
Yeah,
all
so
of
as soon as a
everything.
Sikh man causes a stabbing and it's the Sikhs, it's ridiculous.
It's getting out to the point now, James, where
this
I
is the
can't walk
problem.
out my door without getting stabbed in the neck because I'm not a Pakistani,
hang on, but
because I'm not an Indian.
Hang on.
because I
You
don't
say hang on.
dress
What are we
like
hanging
them.
on what part of that do we need to hang on for, John? The guy that murders his baby, you don't demonize all homosexuals, you don't demonize all white men, and you don't demonize. So what are we hanging on for?
The point here is that you've got one white guy who has wandered around in Edinburgh stabbing people of colour, saying that he's saving the nation.
Yeah, but there's people backing him up
Let
on
him
the
finish,
social
Sasha, let
media.
him finish.
Right,
but
so who
Sasha-
are these people, Sasha? Calm down. Who are these people that have been backing them up?
The reverse is true. Like when Charlie Kirk got shot, there were fucking thousands of people who were saying that they should kill conservatives. As a conservative, I didn't feel threatened when I walked out of my front door. It was one act of violence by one fucking lunatic against.
Are you a Christian though? Are you like young Bob? Do you go out and preach the word?
No, but I'm a conservative.
Exactly. But
Charlie
young
Kirk
Bob's
was a
become
conservative.
under attack, hasn't he?
But
Dad, you're not in Sasha's position, though, are you?
John, you cannot
no, of
speak
course
for
I'm
Bob
not.
neither. Bob is like Charlie Kirk to me. He's the one that goes out in this country and speaks the word. I'm a Christian myself. And look what happened to him. Do you do that, John? So don't you expect to walk out your door and get attacked if you don't do what people do?
Just a brief information, just to let you know what's going on in Edinburgh here. 5 people have been stabbed. 5 people knifed in Edinburgh.
Said a spokesperson for the Scottish Association of Mosques. After 5 people, several of whom are believed to be Muslim, were stabbed in Edinburgh, a 36-year-old white Scottish man was arrested by police. Videos on social media show a shirtless man on the ground being held by police, allegedly shouting that he was protecting the country. This incident comes not long after racist pogroms on the streets of Belfast that targeted minority families and is a direct consequence of political rhetoric that demonizes entire communities, said the spokesperson.
That's the language I've just used, demonizing. You wouldn't demonize the gay community for that attack. You wouldn't demonize all white men for that attack. But all you heard is Sikh.
I would agree with that statement, but
possibly
not mean it in the way that other people mean it.
I
think that because white people have been demonized and told they're racist and told that they're the only people that can be racist, that our governments have fucked around with people's heads.
Yeah, we don't know what's like.
Please, John, it's not fair.
Yeah, so they're fucked around with people's heads, and now you're getting the mental health from the white community who don't know how to handle the reality that they're living in. I blame the governments for all of this.
Me too.
Exactly,
Absolutely. Well said.
100%.
Well said, Jubes.
I'd like to mention a couple of things from earlier that I talked about, if I could. We were talking about, or some of you guys were talking about how to make small changes and they will turn into big ones. I think was roughly what was said earlier on. And I know I've mentioned lots of small things when I've been discussing one of my ideas the other week, but even those ideas could work. But I've got something else, because the Patriot platform say they could be doing something really different, but it's not. What they're going to be doing is not illegal, and it's not. Can't think of another word. Well, I tried to find the earlier, but vicious. They're not going They're not going to be stabbing people. And so I was wondering if they're going to get, say, 100,000, I think you've got about 35, nearly 40,000 people at the moment. But by the end of the summer, they could have 100,000 men and strong women to call on them to go around the country, but not to travel all the way.
Who's
to
he
London
talking
from
about?
Scotland.
Yeah, it's just more fear coming from you, John.
No,
it's more fear.
It's not fear. Let me finish.
Who are you talking about?
I
100,000.
missed it, Jules. I missed it. You'll have to take this.
100,000 of who?
I'm talking about the.
Oh, you're not on about. Yeah.
You do, if you don't want me to talk about it, and I won't. But
no, it's just that you're not reading. I don't want to keep going on it, John. I don't. He's obsessed.
It's only a if you had 100,000 people that you were going to split between 10,000, and you got 1,000 each, then sorry, no, it's more than that, isn't it? Anyway, however many. What I'm thinking of is they could be the bodyguards.
John, get them 100,000 people to vote. Get them to vote. No. Instead of causing all this disruption and all this mayhem and all this shit, just get them to vote. Do that, because we live in a democracy. I wouldn't argue
with that.
Yeah, you've got yourself a profile,
that's how we get
John.
change in this country.
So I don't believe that Danny Tomo has got 100,000 people. I think it's hype. I think it's bullshit.
But he's got nearly, 36, 38,000 or something
if you
like
believe
that now.
that. Yeah, you believe everything you hear on the internet.
So, John, go on your own channel and put it out there. Get them to vote.
I don't have a channel.
Yeah?
I come
Get
on
them
here
to
and talk
vote
to
for
you
what
lot.
you're saying right now. Because I'm the only Asian bird or black bird that's on the fucking channel right now, and I am really offended and I'm really upset.
Well, that means we can't talk about it in front of you.
No, we can talk. I'm talking.
I know.
We don't want to talk about causing disruption.
But I'm not going to talk about 1,000 other people and their opinions. I'm going to talk about myself.
Well, that's what I've been trying to do.
Even if he's got, everybody calm down. Calm down. Even if he's got a list of 30,000, 40,000 people, that doesn't mean he's got 40,000 people prepared to go and stab people.
No, I'm not talking about stabbing them. They're
well, what was you talking about? That's what the whole subject is.
Bodyguards for the people, for the other people that are doing the protests with the flags or whatever. We need some bodyguards in there to look after them, not walking around, with.
Why
the
are we talking about bodyguards for flags? What the fuck?
Yeah, what we don't want to. We're not
holding the flags. You know the way
it's got past the flags, though, hasn't it, John? If people, it's getting past the flags now. If we've got YouTubers, people trying to hunt them down and beat them up, we've got people. Well, it's just getting so serious that
that's what I'm saying.
If you're going to lean into it, if people are going to continue to lean into it, there's going to be some serious consequences. It's as simple as that.
Jamie, the comment that you threw up on the screen a second ago, which was "Where's the proof that it was quote unquote racist?"
Yeah,
I assume that was referencing the attack in Edinburgh. Like,
yeah, I mean, I'll tell you where I've
there is
making an assumption, but
it seems pretty unequivocal that the attack was a racist attack.
Of course. I mean, just even
the problem,
that comment is just embarrassing.
Yeah.
Well, they said they believe to be including several Muslims, which would mean that some of them aren't Muslims.
Aren't Muslims like me, Jubes.
But are we suggesting that there's some white people in that five? Then
I don't know because I don't know about it. So
well, let's have a test then. If we're going to, because we're being caught. Where's the racist attack?
In the war for this country.
Yeah, the point is
that people like me are getting stabbed. Are you for fucking real? Are you
to make
and then
the
people
claim,
are bigging them up? Is this reality? I mean, what the fuck is going on? I'm sorry, Jamie.
Oh no!
Yeah, but to make the claim,
I've got army medals of my fucking great-great-granddad fighting war in this country.
To make the claim that this attack in Edinburgh wasn't a racist attack does seem, on the face of it, fucking nuts.
Yes.
Well, nobody's doing that at the moment. We're establishing the facts.
No, agree. But where the cultural discussion is happening is where the bit that matters is, does this quote unquote attack, despite the fact that it was racist, have broad cultural support in the UK? My position is no, I don't think it does.
Okay, thank you for that. Can we move on now?
But the vast majority of people,
John, you're really winding me up. I'm sorry, but
I know he winds me up as well, Sasha. He does it on purpose. He's a troll. That's what he does.
I'm getting really irritable. I'm going to snap.
I would fucking
People
agree
like
with
Tommy
you, you
Robinson.
daft so-and-so.
Yeah, but we don't need you
Calm
to
down,
fucking
let's
do a
calm down.
long-winded agreement. Just say, yeah, I agree.
John, what do you know about fucking people of colour and fucking what's going on in this country? Seriously, you didn't even know this attack took place until tonight.
Yeah,
But no, I didn't know the
either.
attack.
That's
No,
why
you
I
didn't.
wanted
And
to
then
tonight.
you come on here giving it all the fucking...
So
You're
what?
winding me right up now, John. I'm
So
sorry.
the fuck what?
Go and kill
What-
your
what-
squirrels.
You think? Oh, great. Yeah. So another non sequitur, another thing that's nothing to do with the fucking topic.
Well, it's nothing to do with the topic, but you didn't know about the topic, did you, John?
Everything
But
I've
you
said
still
so
had to get
far-
your fucking two
everything
Nor
I've
did
said
I,
so far
to
is
be
pertinent
fair.
to the
Nor did
topic.
I. To be fair, Sasha.
But
I mean,
it has,
yeah,
it
I
has
know
only
you do,
just
Jules, but I
happened.
know
It's
that
been-
you will understand. This man is winding me right up now.
But
Jamie.
also, like, to be
Right,
fair,
well, don't
Sasha,
get
do you
yourself
know anything
wound up.
about, like,
Don't get
me
yourself
personally?
wound
Do you
up.
know
Shut up
anything,
if
do you know anything
you
about
say.
me?
Right,
Like,
yeah, leave
If like Libby, my wife, if I told you that she was black, would that matter to you?
I don't
Whoa.
give a
Would it matter
fuck.
to you if they're
Whoa.
going around stabbing people that are black? Would it matter to you now, John?
No, would it be a pertinent piece of information? Yeah, but I wouldn't castigate the
No,
whole
why would
fucking
it? Who
public.
cares? We don't care where you stick your cock.
Also, my wife's not black. It just happens that her name's Libby. And
Well, we
people
don't
think for some
care.
reason that's-
No, it's irrelevant. Right, it's irrelevant.
Exactly,
Right.
it's totally irrelevant. So great. So now that
Right,
we've covered
so,
a load of
Jamie.
irrelevant topics, can we have like a relevant conversation about the relevant topic?
Would you mind if other people talk apart from just
Well,
you?
I'd like us
Well,
to. I mean, the original
I've
question I asked
nothing
was,
great.
what's going to be the government response? How does it affect social media, and will there be any changes? Instead of like trying to justify it, or and look, we all know there's been horrendous stabbings. We've seen them all. And it's just getting worse. And the only people that get any blame from governments is agitators. They talk about agitators. This is what they talk about. The pass laws on speech. This is what's coming. It's going to be North Korea.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that won't stop what's happening, will it? It will escalate it, because if people haven't got an outlet where they can start communicating with each other, and communication is key, but we actually need people that can communicate properly and not fucking just want to talk for the sake of talking. And the fact of the matter is that the governments have allowed it to get to this. They've whipped it up. Even if they take away all the stories or people speculating online, newspapers are still going to speculate. Newspapers are still going to report. And people are still going to read between the lines and put two and two together.
Do you think the fact that like migration and the British government have not done what they said that they were going to do for the last 20 years is obviously a factor?
Not going to change. That's irrelevant to where we're at now, John. It's like, well, you're justifying it again. It's not the point.
No.
We all agree that all the governments forever have been shafting everyone. We all agree about that. But when it's brought up, it's like justifying. It's like, oh well, if only.
Jamie, I didn't say does it justify it. I said, do you think
say you
it's
did?
a
But I'm
factor?
just saying when you say it, it offers very little.
Now
to the
you've upset
conversation.
Jamie, see?
It
At the
offers
end of the
nothing
day,
to the
John,
conversation.
like,
It's
I've
like
got
we're
people
supposed to
like
then
Rob
go,
Lyons in
oh
the
yeah, I
chat
didn't think
saying-
about that. You're right, John. I never thought about that. If only the government had done something different. Well, we all know that.
It's not fucking rocket science, is it?
We all know that. We all know
Well,
that.
if it's not rocket science, it should be a simple fix, shouldn't it, Sasha?
Well, it's not a simple fix, is it? What are you going to do, John? Tell me, how can you change this? I'm brown, you're white.
Do you think
What are you
anything
gonna
that
do?
you like, honestly, Sasha, do you think anything that you have said tonight has been a fucking revelation that I've never heard it before? If I'm looking for novel information, Sasha, I'm not coming to you, am I?
All she's talked about is the fear that she's feeling.
Well, touche, John, to be fair.
Yeah, but that's the point. That's the claim that's just been
repeat
leveled at me. I
stuff
just
that we
mirrored
all
it.
fucking know.
Yeah, I could say the same of you and everybody else. Like,
No,
we're
you
having a
can't, John, because
conversation,
you
are we
don't
not?
follow. You don't follow what the auditors show. You don't follow what the news shows. You came up tonight. You didn't have a fucking clue, mate. So who the fuck are you to have a
About
fucking
this
opinion
specific
on
attack? No, it was news to me, to be fair.
it? Yeah, exactly. So don't have an opinion on it if you don't know about it, mate.
But don't have an opinion on
I'll
it.
give you news to you. I'll give you
hang on.
news to you.
Jibs
We're
has
not
got an
up here to
opinion on
talk
it.
about squirrels and
You
guns
don't
and
fucking bring
this
me
and
into
that.
it. You don't normally want to listen to me, John. To be
Yeah, let's all calm
you
down.
don't listen.
Do you have an opinion on this?
Today, yes, say why. Yeah,
Like,
it's
a collection of people
here.
brought together on the internet who are celebrating in their ignorance, having an opinion on things that they're ignorant of, and all of a sudden my ignorance is a problem. Are you fucking mad, Sasha?
Are you mad, John? Because you're sounding very mad right now. Considering you're a
Right,
very
let's not get
intellectual
personal
piece of
because
shit.
that's not what we're trying to do. I'm not trying to cause a divide and say some should be more fearful than others, etc. I'm literally wanting to think about where does this lead us? What's the future? And just imagine you're
Well,
in
do you
that
know what,
team of
Jamie? Just
people.
ask
Hang
John.
on, Sasha.
John's got all the answers.
But yeah, no, he's not saying he has. He's not saying he has. He's just no.
Can I say there's someone in the chat?
There are teams out there
Here
that are
we
going to go on.
I was just saying, there's someone in the chat that put up a note a minute ago, and that was AY Audits, and I followed him around Birmingham today, and it'd be worth asking him now if he could get up here and tell you what happened. But I'll tell you what, I think he'll tell you he's very, very lucky to get out of Birmingham. Well, I wouldn't say alive, but with no damage.
I touched on it at the start. It's getting very, very dangerous. It's getting very dangerous. People are getting very well known. And people are forming gangs and teams and colluding.
Yeah, he had somewhere between 20 and 30 people that are having to go at him, surrounding him. It just, as I say, it's worth asking him the question.
Did you spot any weapons or anything, John, from them? Did you see them getting ready to attack? Did you see all like that?
Not from that lot, but a little bit earlier, what they had was metal chains that looking like a bangle around their wrist, but it was very loose, so you could pull it down and use it as a knuckle duster.
Yeah, like a belt wrapped around the fist and stuff like that.
They had that as well, and there was something else they had.
Right, can we all agree? Can we all just agree that we're in hard times now? Everyone's being racist because of colour. It's like AY just said it because he was.
I don't look, Sasha, calm down. Look, not everybody's being racist.
No, not everybody, Jeeves. Not everybody. But this is the argument we're having tonight.
But as it heightened, are people becoming more segregated? Yes, they are. Is this what the government wanted? It must have been, because I can't think of any other reason why the government would be persistent in keeping their heads in the sand.
Jesus, they really want that digital ID, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest about it. The government are not doing anything, and all they're doing is making it worse. And every time they make it worse, they play on the fact that they think only ethnic minorities can suffer racism. It winds them up a bit more. Every time they make out that white racism is worse than black racism, it winds them up a bit more. Every time they say they're not going to listen, you're all a bunch of racists, it winds them up even more. And I can't believe, I mean, we can have one or two incompetent fucking people. We can have an incompetent prime minister, but to have the whole fucking lot of them being incompetent, it just tells me that it's an agenda.
Do you know, I would just say, they're not incompetent as such. They're the agenda's very clear. It's like
it's kind of like Jamie. It wasn't about colour, but right now it is. They turned it into being about colour.
That's what feigned incompetence is a camouflage. Yeah,
they're also apathetic to the problems.
Well, if they needed to pay attention, right. Think about it in terms of numbers. They're not daft, right? They're. So Labour Party secured that massive victory, didn't they? Massive win. They know they don't need to pay attention to some people. They don't have to.
I don't think it was. Sorry. So carry on.
They're looking on and they're like, well, to go down that road will take us away from this road where we've got all this support.
See, I don't think it was Labour that won the other night. It wasn't them at all. It was It was Andy. Andy won it.
Yeah, Andy won it. Yeah, King of the North.
Yeah, but why did Andy win it? Why did Andy win it?
Because he's King of the North and he's generally respected by people around the country.
He's respected by auditors filming the truth of what goes on in his city.
Well, Sasha, that was the question I was going to ask.
I was thinking.
I mean, I don't.
Well, maybe
but Sasha asked it, so you don't need.
Well, he's focused on local issues. People might see him as genuine.
Answers all the questions.
Sasha asked the question of gone, but I was interested to know Sasha's opinion on it, which is why I was going to ask her the question. Like, do you think Andy won because he was popular and like people wanted him? Do you think he won because he was a good mayor, or do you think he won because people just want him as a vehicle to get rid of Keir Starmer from the Labour Party? Like, what was the motivation, do you think, behind the majority of the vote?
Well, I was going to say it's probably the local issues that he's been dealing with as mayor. The bus fares
exactly, stopping auditors from filming, stopping auditors from telling the truth of what's going on in his city, not any other city.
I mean, remember when it sounds like a small issue, but the ones who suffered the most was like they put the bus fares up from £2 to £3. Remember that? And he sold it as a good thing. Oh, we've capped the bus. That's a 50% increase. There you go. All you workers, take that. But he capped it at £2, and that came up a lot in Manchester because it's a big deal to people getting to work, getting home from work.
So
nobody really likes Andy Burnham.
Oh, they do. Oh, they do.
No, they don't.
And also, what's pretty disgusting is we're yet to hear some policies. We're yet to talk about what policies, what they're going to do. Where's he going to do it different? It's a bit popularity contest at the minute. We need to hear what. And also, the only policies any of us can talk about recently are from the Labour Party that have affected working people. The workers' rights, the employment rights bill, the housing bill. There's only Labour.
Yeah, but Jamie,
there are some people. There are some people.
But we're talking about all these things.
They will have anybody from the left in. There are some people that are.
Jamie, it's not about that anymore. Jamie, it's not about the working people. It's not about what they do. It's not about that anymore. It's about religion. I'm not going to sit here and lie. It's about what. I'm not going to even say it. You know where I'm coming from.
Well,
Jamie.
no, I don't think it is. The people haven't voted for Andy because of. I'm saying they're looking on, and maybe they're talking about policies and not a divide and hope.
If people were aware of all the stuff that Raja Mir talks about, no one would be voting for him. He covered up the grooming gangs, for fuck's sake, and it's all out there, and there's the evidence out there, and it's not just hearsay. Yeah, there's council meetings that have been recorded and everything, and minutes from meetings. All you need to do is go and look up Raja Mir, Resuscit Nine's channel.
Now, I mean, we could look all that up now, but they're going to double down, aren't they? If that's what they've done in the past, what they're going to do now after people are getting stabbed.
Yeah, but what is he going to do now with the grooming gangs, Jamie? What is he going to do with the grooming gangs now? Seriously. Like,
he's going to cover it up. He's being rewarded. The reason that
let's not think about the stabbings. Let's think about
because they're going to give him his payoff.
Not that I don't give a shit about people that are getting stabbed right now because of the colour of their skin, because I do. You know I do, Jamie. But let's talk about the victims from fucking how many years ago that were raped.
Jojo.
Look,
Jojo, 7 weeks.
All we need is a decent government that actually puts in policies that means that our police officers actually do their jobs. But when you understand that the bigger agenda, is to actually get rid of the police and to change the police, because it is left wing, but it's not all left wing people, but it's come from a left wing school of thought that they want to push the thinking from blacktivists and from Muslim Council of Britain and all of these.
Did you say blacktivists?
All blacktivists.
I've never heard that before. That's fucking new to me. That's great. I like that.
Right? All these people that push, and they're pushing for their sub-communities rather than the whole of society, because they believe that racism had got so bad that they needed to do this. Right? They think they need to overhaul the police. And one of the ways of overhauling the police is to force them to bring in policies to treat people unevenly so that white people turn against the police force as well. And then before you know it, they say they have to have a different type of policing. Let's have communities policing their own communities. And before you know it, we're going to have mafias all over the fucking country.
Exactly, and all the rape gangs, can just walk free, and they can get away with all the stuff that they've done to the kids in our generation and the next generation and the generation to come, because this will continue.
Am I allowed to agree with the two ladies on the panel? They might attack me again.
Maybe. Maybe I posted you that link in chat, back chat, Jupes.
Why do the ladies think that? Why do they think that
I got you backstage?
They'll get away with it. The rape gangs won't get caught by these.
Because they have got away with it for many years. They got away with it.
I agree, but won't it fix it now, or you think it's going to be the same?
Isn't it too late to fix it now? If you was a victim of fucking rape, wouldn't it be too late to fix it right now?
It might help if someone
How's it going to help? A bit of compo, a bit of money to see you through. Are you serious? Are you serious? It's about justice. It's about putting the truth out there, listening to the victims. Are you for real?
Oh, well, what have I said? What I've said is do exactly that. You're the one that keeps pushing out anything that...
There's people in the back in there, Jamie, or have they gone?
Yeah, no, we've got a couple of people back here.
All I said is that what makes you think that the rape gangs won't get in the shit when the police get in there, hopefully, and start digging them out, start going up the list and getting up to.
This has been going on for a long time, John. They've been going through. We've had
a lot of the people have died.
Well, this is going to be a lot of
some serious time. Remember Tommy outside the court in Leeds when he actually got shafted for it, and Tommy's the networks that he's exposed. It's all out there, and thousands and thousands of arrests. So
it's like the infected blood scandal. The only time the institutions actually
we're not talking about the infected blood scandal right now.
Yeah, and we're not talking about what they should have done 20 years ago. They're doing it now. John's like, maybe now this report's out, they'll do something about it. I'm like, hang on.
Someone asked if you're Sonia out of EastEnders.
That picture does me. Ask Jamie. I'm sick of hiding my truth. I'm sick of it. So what, if people want to troll me on YouTube for being a fucking victim, so fucking be it.
Yeah, so please no more shouting though, Sasha. You are getting too shouting.
Yeah, we need. Let's have a calm conversation.
It gets too much for and then people have got to take it with them when they leave the live, and and it's just
right. So no one should be trolling you over you saying that you feel under threat with the tensions rising in this country, because if the truth be told, every single group is feeling the tensions rising, from white people to black people to Asians to probably even Chinese, because the community cohesion is fractured. Yeah. And it's been fracturing for a long time, and it's getting wider.
I'm trying to see if there's anything and I don't think there is. I honestly don't. That's why I think we're just going to get the big metaphorical stick over head, because there's no we can do different. Together, all of us, what could we do?
How about the police doing something different, like maybe having more snatch squads? Please, half a dozen, please get in there, pull more people out. They're not doing enough of it.
I don't think having more women in the police force is going to help, John.
I don't really want to enforce snatch squads. Snatch squads are voodoo.
Oh, sorry, I misunderstood.
It was a good one, though. Yeah,
I mean, at the moment, if we brought in snatch squads, it'd be white people being snatched off the streets. I mean,
let me bring Wendy on, please.
I would say not recently, because with the last two protests, it wouldn't have been the right wings. It would have been the left wing that were getting pulled out, because the police. I mean, there was just so many of them up against, pushing back the left wingers, and the right wing were just left to do what.
But what did you think about my point, though, John? That's the whole point of them being there. They didn't go out to protest. They went there to counter. They went there to show that there's more of us than you. They went there to shout, get out, wherever they want to scream. They achieved their mission perfectly. That's what they went for. That was the whole objective. They didn't go there to be peaceful and talk about left-wing policies. They went there to counter what they believed to be a right-wing protest. It was standing up against what they thought was a racist protest. It was not to do with standing up peacefully and talking about left-wing views and policies. That's not what it was.
But it was
a counter against that protest to show that there's more of us than you, and they achieved it. That was the whole point.
Yeah, the right wing had a political view they were trying to put across, and the left, like you say, were just there to counter whatever that view was.
That's what it is.
You could see that in NNY's video when all the police started running to the left side.
Yeah.
Sasha, are you still there?
She's having a breather. Let her breathe. She's having a breather. Oh, Wendy, I've got to get Wendy on. Sorry. Oh, God. Right.
My conception of the political right.
Wendy, are you there?
Can
Yes, it's me.
Yes, Wendy, thanks for waiting patiently. Welcome. Gamer, I'll get you on in 5. I'm going to make a brew and I'll get you back up. I'm just trying to keep the panel as calm as I can. I know that it'll frustrate some, but...
Hi, Wendy. How's it going?
Hi.
Doing casinos and pumping
you know, what with the baby that was murdered, and now what's happened up in is it Edinburgh?
Edinburgh,
I mean, my mind goes straight to care in the community. Jupiter knows I've been on about this for years.
So, Wendy, what happened with the baby? Oh, obviously, I've missed that.
You know, the little baby that those 2 gay men murdered.
Oh, right, that one. Well, the only thing that's
and then the crocodile.
The lunatic with the crocodile. Yeah, I didn't know if that was the one.
And then the crocodile one, because he was actually out with his carers, who it turned out they were 10 meters behind him on their phones whilst he was right up at the crocodiles and threw the little boy in.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that had better have been a fucking important tweet, as that 3-year-old was arcing over the enclosure into the crocodile.
Well, again, are they going to be done?
No.
Well, they should be, shouldn't they? Because
I mean, he's been let out on bail into some hospital or other because apparently Jupiter is not fit for interview.
Well, if it's not fit for fucking interview, he shouldn't even be out in fucking society. Why ain't he locked up with a straitjacket?
Yeah.
Are we on about one of the gay couple?
No. You know the guy that threw the 3-year-old into the
crocodile pen, yeah.
Crocodile Dundee.
They've let him out on bail because he's not fit for interview.
No, that's a risk to the public. That's a minimum mental health incarceration.
I think it's into some sort of mental health hospital, but you still get his days. You still get his bloody days out, like he did that day when he did that to the 3-year-old.
So they're monitoring him in the community. Is that what they're doing? That is insane.
That's what they do now. This is why all these nutty things keep happening.
That is insane.
Well, I mean, it does. I mean, this one is a bit of an odd one in that, like, if the poor person's mental deficit has to be.
No, don't poor person. Don't poor. Listen.
Well, I always get frustrated with that, right? Because I think, well, I mean, lots of people have got some serious mental issues, but they're no right and wrong, and they don't. It'd have to be a really unique, serious case for me to go, oh, yeah.
It turns out he asked to go to see the crocodiles. So he can't be that shot away. If he
that's what I mean. Sasha, welcome back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. All I would know is this. Instead of looking at the vulnerable person and private, see, this is where everything's going wrong. People are not being rationalised, and they're not rational, and they're not putting things in priority. Look, you can't... For the most part, you prioritise a vulnerable person. But what you don't prioritise a vulnerable person to do is make decisions for themselves and say that the people that are meant to be looking after them are not responsible when they're meant to be responsible adults. If they're meant to be the responsible adults, that would include prosecution, surely. That's the first thing.
Yeah, that's what you think now, wouldn't you, Dukes? That's what you think.
Secondly, right, if he's not fit for society, which he's not, because he's a danger to society, which he is, because he chucked a kid into a fucking crocodile cage.
That's proven, isn't it?
Clearly that's not the case. But like, the only way that you'd have had to assess his behaviour is if he'd done something like this. Similar, like if he threw like another child into a chimpanzee enclosure last week.
Surely he's a danger to himself as well. I completely agree with you.
But like,
his human rights when he's locked up in whatever hospital he's in gives him the right to be took out twice a week for a day out. That day must have been the bloody zoo, and look what he did.
Fine, but even any able-bodied adult can pick up a kid and throw them over a fence if they get the notion to. My point is that
would you do it? Would anyone on this panel do it?
Because I'm a rational.
He has done it is enough to be sectioned.
Yes, but that's the whole point, isn't it? You're fucking rational. Somebody whose mind is shot is not rational, are they?
No. Like, if he's not done it, if he's not done anything like this before,
fuck off.
No,
you might as well go and join the air fairy people down the road.
No, but you don't just get to go. This person.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, you don't judge people until they actually fucking kill someone, John.
Yeah, of course you
Is
don't
that the way
judge
it
people
is?
until they do something that's worthy of judging them.
Yeah,
Well,
all
then
right,
it's a
yeah.
bit too late then, isn't
like
it, John?
Of course, that's how we judge people, by their actions, not the actions that they fucking
What,
might
so people
do.
have got to die to
No,
judge
we
them?
are
What is this, Minority Report?
preemptive
Are
people.
you
We
guys
have
listening to
intelligence
yourself?
enough to look
No.
at preemption. Okay,
Are you guys?
and this
Are you
is the
guys
problem.
seriously?
This
Are
is
you
why I
guys
get angry, John, because
but
they've
Jibs, are you-
taken away
Are you seriously
profiling
saying?
when actually we should
Jibs,
have profiling.
Jibs, are you seriously of the opinion that we should
John,
limit people's
John,
freedoms
you're
based on what they
fucking
might
out of
do
order
as
here
opposed to what
tonight.
they've actually done?
If they are likely to be a risk to the rest of us, yes.
John, do we not
Because
have
he
a
wasn't. He's
duty?
not
For
even
fuck's
fit
sake.
for a police
So
interview.
every single person with
Dad,
any
Dad.
kind of like a Down syndrome person, a schizo, like every single
Oh,
person
John,
with
come
any kind
on.
of mental disorder,
Yes,
just put them in a fucking
especially
box
the
and feed them through a
schizos. They've been
letterbox.
going around
Are you
stabbing
mad?
people for years.
Dad, do we not have a responsibility to look after the children and the vulnerable?
Exactly. It's about the children, John, not about your likes of you.
So that 3-year-old, what he's collateral damage of that guy who
Right.
wasn't fit for interview.
So just for clarification, every single Down syndrome person should be put in a box and just left there to rot, right?
No,
No one
that's
ever
not
said
what
that.
we're
No one
saying.
ever said
No.
that.
Nobody
Sorry,
said
this is
Well,
that.
they're
getting a bit
meant to
crazy.
be
What we're on
silly.
about? Can we stop the
Hello.
shouting on panel as well? The chat's not happy with the
No.
shouting and swearing. So if we can try and
They're
resolve
known
that.
for actually being
You're
quite
being
caring
silly,
individuals. That's not what we're saying at all, John.
So
John, are you
my
a troll? Do you? Are you? I mean, I
No.
don't mean this in a bad way because I
No,
love
no,
some
no.
trolls are really funny and great. But do you? I mean, I'm if I as long as I know that I can, you're here to just like stir the pot and stuff.
No, I'm not trying to stir the pot. What I'm saying
Jamie,
here
he's here because he's intelligent, yeah, and he wants to just fucking come
Is
up
he?
here and fucking drown things
Dude,
out in a big long
what I'm-
conversation, put us all in our place, confuse us, and be right all the time. John,
No, what I'm
don't wash with me, mate.
Sasha, I couldn't give a fuck what washes with you.
John, would you put your head? John, a quick question for you, John. Quick question. Would you put your head in a lion's mouth? Now, you can't judge the lion. You don't know if the lion's going to bite your head off.
No, right.
You don't know this. You can't judge it.
Hang on.
So you put your head in.
Just because.
Yes
look,
or no?
just, can I make? Let me since I'm obviously on the spot here. Let me lay out the point that I'm trying to make. My point here is that just because somebody has a mental illness doesn't mean that they are dangerous.
That's not what anybody's saying.
Let him explain. If he's taking the flak,
let me explain.
I'll let him explain. It's only fair if he's taking all the flak. He should be.
My question is: does this person who heaved this kid into this the crocodile enclosure, have they done anything like this before? Do they have a record of violent behavior of any kind? If they don't, and this was novel, then there is no reasonable expectation that we like. If this was novel behavior for them, there is no reasonable expectation that they would have done this at the time.
So this man was not fit for police interview. Why?
Yeah.
So that means to me that he's
just because he's not fit for police.
No.
Means
There's
he's
something
violent.
severely wrong with him. And look,
I agree.
No, I've been shouting.
It means
about
he's a
the care
fucking
in the
risk to
community
himself and others.
for years.
You fucking fool.
John, it
Why
means
do
that
we
their
have this care in the
solicitor,
community
the
we're
person's
under danger?
solicitor has come in and said that. The solicitor.
Well,
So
John's
they're
getting a lot
saying
of
it
support
about
in the chat.
themselves,
People are
John.
saying John's applying logical thought. He's got lots of support in the chat. He's got lots of support.
Yeah, he
Just
might
somebody-
have, because obviously there's people in the chat that want to be like him, virtue signalers. At the end of the day, we ain't got time for this no more, John. Can you not see what's happening in society?
Like, without referencing yourself, how many mentally ill people do you know, Jupes?
Yeah,
Well, she knows me. She knows
I'm
me.
not mentally ill, so I don't know why you. I don't know why you worded that like that. If I go to court, I have to stand there as a sane person and take responsibility for every one of my fucking actions. Absolute twat.
Hang on, wait a minute. So there's levels to mental illness, okay?
Of course,
It
there
seems like
are.
you're the only one that's intelligent enough on this panel to not know anyone with mental health issues. I've got mental health issues.
Right, so John, there's levels to mental illness, right?
Right.
The fact that
Don't
that
say.
guy was not fit enough for interview tells me how bad his mental illness must have been,
Agreed.
which
Yeah, that
tells
doesn't mean he's
me
violent.
he should not know that he should not have been out in public. But this care in the community gives no matter who, the right to go out twice a week, to have a day out, no matter whether they're violent or not.
So I'm going to circle.
And hang on a minute, if we weren't letting so
no,
many refugees into this country,
Sasha,
and we had our own doctors, and we had our own NHS, and we had our own people.
Why all of a sudden? Where did that?
Are you going to let me speak?
Right, because John can't talk. I'm going to let John. John's the host for 20 minutes.
I just want to deal with what Wendy said for a second there. So when Wendy categorically stated that there are degrees to mental illness, and I agree with you. And Wendy stated that because the person wasn't even capable of being interviewed, that indicates that there's a problem. Well, people with severe Down syndrome aren't capable of being interviewed.
We never said anything about Down syndrome.
And I asked the question a few seconds ago. Well, all people with Down syndrome should be put in should be.
And we've said no, you fucking wanker, but you still needed to repeat it again because you've got OCD or something.
So can I get some fucking consistency?
No, John, you're taking it all out of content now. You're making us look like idiots.
John, you're not getting it. Nobody is saying all mental health. All people with mental health, keep them away from children or something. Nobody's saying that.
No.
Not all mental health is equal, right? There's going to be some who have shown violent tendencies, who have shown signs of being a danger to others.
That was my question. Did this person exhibit violent tendencies before?
Can I finish, John?
Yes or no?
Can I finish?
No.
I haven't heard you because I'm trying to ask. Can I finish what I was going to say?
Yeah, I did apologise.
I don't even know anymore.
I'd like to make a point, please, if I can, and then because I'd like to stick up for John here, to be honest, and that is that if you've got an autistic child, and let me give you an example.
If you've got an autistic child, you need to be watching them 24/7.
Well, if you give me the chance to say something, you might hear me say something like that. I've got an autistic grandchild, and he's 9 years old, and he doesn't speak. And his father, who couldn't speak at 9-year-old and didn't really speak well until he was 16, when he went and got a job at McDonald's. About 10 or 12 years later, he is now manager this is, of a Morrison store. Work that out. So if we went by what you guys, if we went by what you guys had done, this bloke who's working for Morrison's wouldn't be there. He'd be locked up in one of your bloody homes.
No, it's not. You're being defensive. I don't know how you've correlated the two.
No, not even the same. No.
Why?
No.
I don't think there's many mental illnesses where they suddenly, out of nowhere, after many years of showing a calm behavior, suddenly become that violent where they're a danger to somebody.
No, it's the opposite.
Right? I think there's signs.
Listen, if the child, I think
he was 30 years old.
Okay,
he was 30 years old.
I'm talking about the autistic child. It's important that they go out and experience things outside.
Of course, nobody's saying against that.
But again, nobody's arguing that either. You're making false premises and arguing points on false premises.
What I'm trying to do is to explain to you a way to do it where there'd be no fear of him doing anything like that again. And that would be to where something like...
He had two fucking carers who didn't take their job seriously. And by the look of it, the law is not going to come down on them when they should have been culpable for putting him in that danger.
Well, Jupiter...
Let alone the society.
Your DEI comes into play. If you know
they
had
a job to do, and look what the consequences of them not doing their job is.
Okay, well, how about using something like a straitjacket? And
nobody's saying that.
The kid can run around.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Why is he talking about children? Why is he talking about children?
You know what? Fuck it.
Why are we talking about children?
If they're sufficiently mentally deficient, why don't we just euthanize them?
No,
we're not talking about children.
What we're talking about is people with a history
in his head
and signs that show that they could very well be a danger to others. Is to keep take precautions that they don't hurt other people. That's it.
I'm going to bring on some new guests to try and change this to move this on a little bit.
I just want to ask John, the two Johns. I want to ask the two Johns this question: should we put a newborn baby in charge of the country? Then
are you mad?
Might do a better job, Jupes.
Well, actually, you know what? Let me re-answer that question.
Holy smokes.
if I had the choice between like
The
a
answer
newborn
is
baby,
fucking
in fact,
no. Bother.
in fact, like a
Is.
newborn baby with Sophia hydrocephalus, I would choose over Keir Starmer.
Are you being funny?
No,
it's gone
I
over
would
my
prefer
head.
that
I've had
over
to
Keir
switch
Starmer.
off. I just can't.
That is terrible
The
illness.
fact of the
How-
matter
why
is,
did you
your
bring that up?
argumentation that you two have brought forward is ridiculous. Yes, we know that there's autistic people. Yes, we know that autistic people are on the spectrum. Yes, we know some autistic people have got mutism. That doesn't mean that they can't function in every other way because they're mute. We are not making the judgments that you are accusing us of and then arguing with false premises. What we are saying is if someone is so severely impaired that they need 2 carers, then the fact of the matter is they shouldn't be out in public alone. They shouldn't have been able to walk miles in front. They shouldn't have been in the crocodile area because they would have been a danger to themselves, let alone fucking other people. And if we can't have carers that are going to keep tracks on these people because they don't do their jobs properly, then they're going to have to be institutionalised because we have to think about the greater society and the goods of the greater society. Because now what we've got...
I think
we all agree.
Jupes has summed up what I didn't know what you were
it's a
arguing
great
about.
point. It's classic Jupes.
Somebody needing 2 carers does not indicate the state of their mental deficit.
No, come on.
It kind of does.
It doesn't know. Hang on. And it definitely doesn't indicate that they're violent. All I
So if
asked
it
was
been
one
your
very
3-year-old, you'd be just
all
as
I
calm,
asked.
would you?
No,
If
of
it had
course
been
not.
your 3-year-old, would you be just as arrogant as what you are now?
Assess a
No,
of
he
course,
wouldn't.
I can
No,
assess
exactly,
a situation
exactly.
critically without being emotional about it. If it
You
was
haven't got an
3-year-old,
open mind.
would I have an emotional
You haven't got an
response?
open
Of
mind.
course, because I'm not a
No.
fucking sociopath.
What's
No.
wrong with taking precautions, John? Taking precautions. That's all we're
There is a
talking
difference
about.
between precautions and limiting somebody else's life.
That's right. Let's not
based on
limit
their
someone
mental health
else's
state.
freedoms because
My question-
he's always thinking the same wrong with him. That
I asked a
30-year-old male should be allowed to go and throw as many kids that are normal into a pen with crocodiles as he likes and increase the problem.
At no point,
John wants to look good to the world.
Can I get a fucking word in edgeways? At no point did
Let me know when I can.
did I say that the carers didn't have some kind of culpability. At no point did I say that there shouldn't have been better safeguards. I asked one question and one question fucking only. Did this person with the mental health deficit ever prior to this incident express any kind of violent intent whatsoever?
How are we meant
and was
to
it
know? We
reasonably
haven't got his
able for the
medical
carers to
record,
expect
have
that
we?
that was going to be a likely outcome? The answer to this is either a yes
John's
or a
saying how
fucking
could they
no.
have possibly known? How could they have possibly known if there's never been anything like it in the past?
But we don't know that.
Exactly.
We don't know any of that. We don't know if he's done it 10 times.
There's a vast.
Because Jamie, he was a danger to himself. So if he's a danger to himself, he's a danger to other children.
Yeah. So just lock. So if you can't boil a kettle successfully, just lock them all up. Which
Well,
is why
you have that attitude. People like you, who go on like that. That's why these people are allowed out in
logical
public.
conclusion of your position is anybody with a mental deficit of any kind, because they're neurodivergent, just lock them the fuck up.
This ain't going anywhere anyway, and people have been trying to get on all night. So right, should we just all do a bit of breathing exercises together?
Yeah.
Right.
Can we do that woosah thing that I've had once?
I'm thinking if we all just take a deep breath in all together now, through the nose.
I don't know. I don't know if anybody's going to believe this, but there's 2 little flies literally having sex in the corner of my monitor.
Why do we need to know
No,
that?
seriously. Seriously.
I'm going
Right, let me bring Gary on. Gary, welcome back.
I actually might take a photograph of this. Hold on a sec.
Hey folks, it sounds very heated tonight. I've been hearing it from another room.
Right,
Hello,
thank you for that observation. It's too loud. John is letting us know it's too loud.
No, it's not too loud. I've been
it
listening
definitely is,
from
Gary.
another
It definitely is. No, it definitely is.
In fairness, the volume control is on your end.
Hello, Gary. Nice to meet you. What about you?
Well,
and let me bring another guest on, Princess and we've all met Angela
Hey,
before.
Princess Angela.
Hi, good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Right, and just to liven things up, Gamer, welcome back. But
yes, boy.
Gamer should calm things down.
Yes, Gamer.
Yes, boy.
That's one.
Right, I'll be back after my yoga.
Oh, she's gone.
So what are we discussing then?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what we're allowed to discuss. One minute we're being told to calm down. Next
Right,
minute
Dolly,
we're going to
like,
liven it up with gamer. I mean, fucking
Can I
hell.
just say, can I just say one thing about when you get on that? Can I just say one thing about, for fuck's sake?
Go ahead, Angela. What are you trying to say?
I was just going to say, Dan, about you going on about mental health. Yeah, do you know when people have mental health problems, and it doesn't mean that everyone's a danger. When someone's a danger to themselves, it means that they're a
we
danger
all
to
fucking
themselves.
know that. Another one stating the blinding obvious.
No, Gypsy, you don't get it. You don't get it at all because you sat here disrespecting people with mental health problems. Yeah, there's a massive stigma attached to people with mental health problems.
I said he's got impairment issues and intelligent issues. If he's fucking needing 2 carers, yeah, it doesn't mean mental health, does it?
No, there's people on this platform that come on this channel and this panel, yeah, that have the same situation. It doesn't mean they're going to go out and commit heinous crimes like that, does it?
If there's people on the panel that are going out with 2 carers, then I think we should look at them fucking sideways because they should be.
No, that's horrendous. No, order. I got to jump in because that does not have any. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. People have carers for so many different needs and so many different things. It does not. It's not It is not an indicator of risk. No, it's not. It's an indicator of need. That's it. It's not about risk.
There's different levels to.
Look, if we're talking about someone disabled, Jamie, I agree.
If someone's deemed at risk, let me speak. If someone's at risk under the mental health system, then the answer is not carers. It's to deal with that risk and keep people safe. The carers are there to provide needs out there.
But this has been my point, Jamie.
But you can't after yourself. You can't
understanding being self-aware. Understanding dangers, understanding the things for themselves. That's why they have carers.
No.
Exactly, Angela. And do you think people that can't understand dangers for themselves might not understand that it's dangerous for a 3-year-old?
You might maybe have a point if one of the carers helped the mentally deficient person heave the 3-year-old over the road. Other than that.
No, that's
you know Barnaby and 2 other people that were Barnaby and 2 other people.
What Jules is saying is if there's 2 people there to make sure that that person doesn't hurt himself, how the hell did he get to a child and throw him into
because they were 10 meters behind him.
Exactly.
They were busy on their phones.
So
if the carers are not going to do their job, then we're going to have to start fucking locking them institutionally.
So if they're 10 meters away, how can they stop him hurting himself?
Exactly, they shouldn't have been 10 meters away.
Right, so that's what Jupes is saying, I think, is that the carer should have been on the ball doing his job and not allowed him to have the chance.
When someone's going towards the bridge, when someone's going towards the bridge.
I couldn't hear you because I was talking. I couldn't hear you, Princess, because I was talking. I was trying to make a point.
I don't think people are understanding there's different levels to mental illness. You know, you think.
Yeah, there
I think people think.
Mental illness quite well.
The 3 people that were stabbed to death in Nottingham, Barnaby and somebody else and somebody else. That guy who did that, he'd been let out because they said in the mental health in the psych ward, oh, he's safe, he's all right, and he'd just been let out.
He didn't just get that out. No, when they went, no. What happened was he got discharged when he was telling them that he was taking his medication. He then chose not to take his medication when he was in the community. Then he failed to engage with the services. That's why.
No, I don't believe in this care in the community. I'm sorry. No, it's failing.
When just acknowledge that that's what happened, wasn't it?
Something like that, and it's just failing. It's failing every day.
Was it? Hospital. It wasn't the fact that he'd been discharged and he just was told to go and live in the community regardless of whether it was a risk or not.
He was told to go and live in the community and wait for his crisis team to no,
it wasn't. He was discharged after being in the hospital after a certain amount of time, was taking his medication, therefore he's deemed not to be anything.
No.
That wasn't the case.
Because the families are still going through court now because they're trying to sue the NHS because of the failings of letting him out of that hospital.
Can I interject here for just a minute?
Yeah.
Can I interject here for just a minute?
We need some wise words.
I am really fairly new to this conversation. So I've been hearing snippets from the other room, and I honestly feel you would actually get somewhere if everybody calmed down and let a person finish a sentence because no one has yet to get their full view across.
Yeah, exactly.
Saying exactly what they're saying.
Good idea. Why don't we go one by one?
Yes, but I mean, if we're all in the same room, I would bring a talking stick out. You know what I mean? You've got this.
Yeah, but we can't pass it, can we?
This has been a circular conversation that has been going on about something that no one can define. You're all sort of, I heard this. None of us were there. We're all guessing. We're all assuming. So if we calm it down, we might actually get somewhere and understand each other a bit better. Because all I can hear is back and forth, and there's never a sentence finished. Right. Sorry if I offend anybody, but
no, you're good. You're good. It's a good suggestion.
Volume will never win a debate. Volume never wins an argument.
In fairness, Gary,
I have a suggestion. I don't know if Jamie wants to do it or not, but you could, well, in these situations, do a clockwise, snake-wise. So each person gets 1 minute to talk, and you can't cross-talk. And then at the end of it, then you can all cross-talk. What do you think of that?
It kind of breaks the dynamism of the conversation. Like, it would just be better if people.
John wouldn't be able to abide by the rules. He means
no. I can abide by the rules. It's just the problem is that, like, if somebody, like you've then got 1 minute to respond to, if you're at the end of the queue, to respond to 9 people, which gives you
it's difficult.
It doesn't work. Responding, you're putting out your point, and then when everybody's put out their point, you get to crosstalk and talk about it. Go over.
Oh, I see what you mean. So like everybody gets like an opening statement, and
but the difficulty is though, it's when everyone jumps in at the same time, and then that's because it's really difficult. Right. Sorry, I just had to take a phone call. Sasha, you're backstage. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Are you there? You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm here.
AY's wanting to come on. We've got a full panel, so I'll get you on as soon as we can.
No, do you know what, Jamie? Let AY on. I'll jump off.
Are you had enough?
I'll jump off. Yeah, let AY on.
Take me off. It's all good.
Rightio. Yeah, we can all move around anyways. It's just that because we only have 10 spots, I can't even get people in the backstage. So,
right. I mean, there have been very valid points made on each side. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. But it's just, it's taking it personal, and it can be turning something that's subjective into objective. You know, somebody's talking about an issue, and it's, generalization. This is a problem in society, and somebody goes, "But
it
I
is a
know
problem
this
in society."
Yeah, but let me finish. Again, you're talking about something that is a problem in society, and then people tend to relate to, well, I know this person or how this affects me. I think you need to sort of say whether we're talking about something generally.
See the bigger picture.
Yes, see the big picture. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. I've had 4 psychiatrists. I was nearly sectioned 6 months ago. Every day is a battle. I don't win them all, but I will win the war.
Yeah, keep fighting, Gary. Let's bring AY on.
Yeah, good luck.
AY, welcome up.
I do not.
Good evening, everybody.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Hang on a minute. Sorry, Gary. Go ahead. Let Gary finish what you're saying, please. That's really important.
I have not taken any offense by what anything anybody has said. Everybody has a valid point.
Yeah.
But
you shouldn't take offense either, because none was meant from anybody on the.
It feeds into what Angela's saying though as well. There's a lot of people dealing with mental issues, and it's when you put that stigma on those people, it's not fair.
But I don't think anybody did that though. I think what we were talking about was people with a history that would point to them doing something that would hurt somebody, right? Only them, not other people.
People that are incompetent, who can't look after themselves, are not fit to be anywhere where children are on their own, because if they can't look after themselves, they could be a harm to other children. Now, I'm not talking about people that are disabled, because obviously physically they can't do something. I'm not talking about somebody that's got mental health and has got medication. I'm talking about people that have got the cognitive skills of nothing.
Sorry, the phone is loud.
I want to welcome AY up and just ask him about his day to day, and specifically the dangers at the end. Go ahead.
Who remembers a film called Con Air?
Con Air, the prisoners in the plane.
Right.
Nicolas
So, look,
Cage, one of Nicolas Cage's best roles. Absolutely epic.
So in this film, there was a deranged man that had the mentality of a child. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And he sat in a children's park.
Played by Buscemi. He was played by Buscemi, right? Yeah.
It was in a back garden, actually, like it was in a back garden on the park.
Okay, go ahead, AY. Come on.
Let him finish.
And I think this is the line that Dupes is going down. Do you know what I mean? She's not saying disabled people or whatever.
No.
You know.
But how do you judge? How do you know without, like John's saying, well, how do you work it out if you've no history? You have to build a picture to be able to see for yourself.
The problem here is that people are drawing inferences from the fact that he had 2 carers. So the fuck what?
No, no, they're not.
My question, actually, people have categorically stated, well, if he's got 2 carers, if he needs
John.
2 carers, then he can't possibly be fit for society.
He wasn't fit for interview, John, and the police let him out on bail, John.
Can I answer that? Because that was to me, and it was me who made that comment. So let me answer that. To elaborate on what I mean is if somebody is that impaired intelligence-wise, and they have got the age of a child, and they're a vulnerable child in the mind, that they're supposed to have 2 carers.
But we don't know why they've got carers.
Let alone to anybody else.
You don't know why he's got carers. You see, so that's about meeting needs.
Yeah, can I interject on this?
Well, I think we do because he couldn't give a police interview.
So
when I was arrested, I couldn't be interviewed until I had an appropriate adult with me. I can tell you, I'm highly intelligent as well as having like my brains there. Yeah.
You know what,
again, can I interject for a valid point?
You have to have 2 carers everywhere you go, Angela.
Can I interject for a valid point?
Angela, can I just say something? And I don't
wow.
mean to be horrible, Angela. Yeah. But people that sit here and tell us that they're intelligent are not normally intelligent. They're quite thick.
No, I can guarantee you, I am intelligent.
Oh no, she's got a law degree. She's got a law degree, haven't you, Angela?
Have you got a law degree, Angela?
She doubled down on that audit.
Can we get Gary's interjection? Gary, go ahead, please.
Right. Again, with all calmness and no disrespect to anybody in shape or form, the man needed 2 carers. Now, I have been in the situation and I have worked with mentally handicapped children. Right. One can be for stimuli. One can be for health issues. One will be there to say, control the behavior, train the behavior, help the behavior of the child, and the other one can be there for medical. They're both not trained in the same thing. So this happened, we had 2 carers or 3 carers. I mean, that is a moot point. I do understand the carers should not. The carers,
I'll concede. Even if they've got 1 carer, we should look at them sideways. You're right.
One could have been like their routine day-to-day care, and one could have been like a SENCO or an educational carer. It could have been an educational.
Yeah, I agree.
Not really. He's 30 years old, and he wasn't
even if they need 1 carer. Yeah, we have to.
Can I interject? Can I interject again?
I thought somebody said he needed carers because he was going to hurt himself. There was fear of him hurting himself. Is that not the case?
We're all speculating.
That's normally why they have carers.
That's my point. All I did was ask a goddamn simple question.
You defending it.
I wasn't defending it. My question was, if this person has previously expressed aggressive behavior, then
but we don't know, do we?
I know we don't know. That's my fucking point.
Guys, I've missed some super chats. Let me read out some support in the chat from Jackie Weaver. Says, sending love from Jackie Weaver. Thank you so much, Jackie. Jojo is 7 weeks clean from smoking. That has flown. And she wants us to know that she's not racist. She's not left or right. She's just me. Perfect comment there. J-Man, low rails on crocodile enclosure also plays a major part in this. Yeah, not the situation's got a lot.
Well, I tell people to hold on to their little kids. That's what I tell them to do.
And JMR, panel's thoughts, please, on the just above waist height rail on croc enclosure. Surely this is an important point also. Thank you so much for the super chats. I agree with that point as well. There should have been better protection on such an enclosure, yeah.
Right. I mean,
so can I just say, Jamie, I've had 8 children, right? And unless I knew the person well and I knew what kind of mental health they've got,
and how they are dealing with it, whether they're taking their medication and whether they're fit. I would not leave my children with anyone. And any of the people coming on here to grandstand that they've had mental health, I'm sorry, they might get insulted, but I wouldn't trust them to look after my fucking kids. And that is
they
the
should be
level
insulted
that
as
I'm
well, because I think that would be wrong. But that's your preference, and that's on you.
Again,
I was
again,
waiting for a punchline of a joke there. Like Jeeps was like, you know, like these mentally ill
I'm being
people
deadly
have had 8
serious.
kids, unless they're taking their mental health medication, unless they've got their carers with them. I
I'd have
wouldn't
to
have a
know them
fucking
really
another
well,
child with
even if
them.
it was my own mother, even if it was a sister, even if it was a brother, even if it was one of my adult children. If they've had mental health, they've had mental health. I'm not leaving them with kids.
Right, Jukes, again, can I interject? And again, no offense to anybody in any shape or form.
Just going to mute you, I think you're cooking or something. There's a lot of noise.
The issues that I have are I implode and it's self-destruct. Now, that affects me and no one else. It is a serious mental issue that I take medication for. I'm not grandstanding in any shape or form. Now, for 5 or 10 years, for 5 to 10 years with various clubs, we were taking kids from vulnerable homes and taking them out fishing. Put me around kids, it is not an issue. I am a danger to no one but myself. And again, with the point of anyone who has a mental issue, you would look sideways at them and this and that and the other. Define normal.
That's what I mean. It's defined mental health. It's such a broad, and it's become used overly. It's overly used now. I think Jerry says a great point. He said Jerry's comment is, but he says with 2 carers not got the capacity to be interviewed doesn't mean they should not be allowed in public.
No.
But around children and crocodile pits is not a great idea.
No, they shouldn't be allowed in public.
And this is like completely agree.
No,
Like,
they shouldn't be allowed in public.
Were the carers not paying enough attention?
No,
fucking absolutely. They should have been definitely
These people shouldn't be in public.
Which people though? That's where because we're speculating, we don't know which people.
People that are like that, yeah, and they need 2 carers, and they've got the mindset to pick up a child and chuck them in a crocodile pen. Yeah, they shouldn't be allowed out in public. No, they should be locked up in a mental home.
Right, but how would you know that they actually have the mental mindset?
But that's not the point, is it? That's not the point. The point is this has happened, so something's gone wrong. Something's definitely gone wrong, and it leads into Jerry's point.
They must have something.
Risk assessments and things like that. It's
They must have something. Yeah, to be. They must have something. Like people
they
don't
do,
just,
AY, they do know.
Just about disability and not mental health.
But people don't just show tendencies one day, like just once in one day, just to pick up a child and chuck it in a crocodile pen. Yeah, they just don't do it. I'm sorry. Like
they're always.
That's what I was saying earlier, AY. Yeah, I agree with you.
But let's say
I was trying to say that earlier on. Like it's they're just going to do it out of the blue after 30 years. Like there was no sign, nobody suspected anything. Like
If it turns out that this was novel behavior for this individual,
not
and
normal,
this was unprecedented, then like was it the case that the carers weren't paying attention? Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's what we were saying earlier as well.
Completely agree. But
you accept the slippery slope, don't you? So if someone shows some aggression, someone shows a bit of red mist, we're going to end up in a society where anybody that shows any type of risk is going to end up locked up, under state control, 28 days banged up. Have you calmed down yet? How are you feeling today? Have you calmed down?
If it turns out that this person, this 30-year-old person, like their carers have to wrestle them into bed every night, and their carers are battered black and blue every day of the week, and then we find out that they're in this zoo around kids, I am completely on board. But that's a totally different circumstance, right?
Okay, so you are saying that there are some. You're saying the same as us then. There are some situations where he shouldn't be allowed to be in public.
Jupes,
it's not mental health.
You should just assume that in all places and at all times that I don't fucking agree with you. So move on from there.
But Dad, it's the way. It's
well, I think a 30-year-old man. Hold on. Think about this. Just because he's got the mental age of a child doesn't mean he's got the physicality of a man.
And he'll
It
be
doesn't
very
mean that his
strong.
body doesn't have testosterone running through his body like a
So
man.
what?
It doesn't mean he doesn't get red mist like a man. And but it does mean that when he loses his temper, he'll have temper tantrums like a child and throw himself about like a child. He'll have no self-responsibility. He's not responsible for anything that he does because he's not competent enough to be able to be responsible. So therefore, he is a danger to himself and to others.
So just lock him up.
But he will be let out again. They let him out again for his days out. Yeah,
Well,
it's his human right.
There was a stage when Peter Sutcliffe was going out into the town centre.
There you go, AY. See?
I mean, honestly, Jibs, I'm getting the feeling that you still call them retards and spackers, don't you? That's what you do. That's what you do.
No, she doesn't. Come on, John.
Shut up, John. No, I never heard him say that.
This geezer's just trying to rage bait you here, Jukes.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, but I don't care about what he thinks. He's an idiot himself. I actually think he's got
That's what you're trying to do, John. You're just
No,
trying to rage bait
the reason that I'm particularly invested in this specific topic is because my 7-year-old son Jack. No, my son does. He's autistic.
He's autistic.
Oh, right. Yeah, he's not.
But we're not talking about autistic kids.
We're not talking about
We're
children.
talking about learning disabilities.
No, but a couple of years ago, they'd have been institutionalized dupes. We'd been doing them. We'd have been doing to them what you're suggesting.
Petty feelings, John. But we're not talking about autistic.
This unnuanced, unregulated position that you have is fucking insane.
John.
Yep.
Can I ask you a quick question, please, buddy? Yeah. So does your if you don't mind me asking, like, how old is your child?
7.
So
I've got a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old. Jack is my 7-year-old. He's my youngest. He's my youngest kid. He's 7. Yeah.
So does does he have to go out with carers, like two carers?
No, he gets additional support in school, like Senko support. He's not non-verbal, but he does have issues with things like eye contact and emotional.
So it's not the same thing, is it?
So does he get violent towards other children and stuff?
It's odd, like the way that so for example, like when we're like rough playing, like so you know how like with kids you'll have like rough and tumble with them and stuff. Like sometimes he doesn't get that you're not trying to actually kill the other person. Like so he does it up to like 11 or 12. And obviously, I can take it because I'm a grown-ass man. So
okay, what about when he grows up to be a man?
Yeah. Well, he'd be very strong. He'll already be strong.
And if it's like that, maybe you should be doing that rough play for me, man.
Well, obviously, but you need to do the rough play with him. You need the world's not going to bend to him, so you need to teach him.
John, is your son strong for his age?
Pretty fairly strong, yeah.
Yeah.
Has someone got YouTube on in the background?
He's a wiry little bastard. When he thumps
me with EastEnders, I'll turn it down.
Yeah, he's not likely to do me any serious damage if he doesn't hit like a soft bit. But like he's tough.
What about when he's 12?
Yeah, well, obviously he'll be tougher, won't he? He'll be bigger, stronger.
Well, just doesn't make them any more violent by playing rough play with him. Sounds like he doesn't need it.
I know where you're going, but as he gets older and as he learns how to better interact with the world, he's going to better learn how to interact with the world because that's what I'm going to teach him.
Yep.
And if it gets to the stage where he's
but if he's autistic, he might not learn it.
I think John's very good parent, if you ask me.
Potentially. At which point we'll have to do additional mitigation, won't we? But it's something that's variable. It's a scale. It's not like a yes.
So John, if he was in his
20s,
if he was in his 20s, would you allow him to and he was like the way he get worse, the way like his condition worsens, etc.
Well, if it gets worse, then but you're front loading the question. Like,
no, I'm not
if he's in his
20s
and he gets worse.
You a question, like would you be happy for him to go and sit around children's parks?
Why would he sit around? I mean, firstly, why would he go? Like
John, that made me laugh.
Well, you don't know because you might think he's a child.
No, that's not how.
No, he's not.
It's not that kind of mental illness. He's not.
I don't know.
No, he's not. He's not.
What do you mean? Autism's not that kind of mental illness. Of course it is.
Autism and learning disability are not mental illness.
It can be, but
I've got a 4-year-old granddaughter, right? That's autistic. And she's only got the mental health of a 4-month-old baby. So don't be telling me it's got nothing to do with that, because it does.
No, it can,
No,
but it doesn't in my son's case, is what I mean.
Because
right,
Bob,
so
you know young
Yeah,
Bob.
okay, so John, let
You
me
know
ask
young
you.
Bob.
Go on.
You know young Bob.
Mm.
Yep.
So he's autistic, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pages.
Yeah, young Bob's autistic, and
lock
young
him up
Bob doesn't have a
immediately.
young Bob doesn't have a violent bone in his body.
True.
Yeah, young Bob doesn't need care. Young Bob needs bodyguards. He don't need carers.
It's an umbrella, though,
Yeah?
isn't it? AY. I think
Pardon?
Exactly, AY. That's why I
autism is
said
an
it's a
umbrella.
spectrum.
So,
It's a
yeah.
spectrum. There's
Yeah,
a
but
whole
it's not.
lot
It
of
don't make
different
someone. It's not something that means they should be banged up and taken out of society, and that they're a
Of course
greater
not.
risk.
No one said that they should, though, Jamie.
Other than
No.
you, Jupes.
No, no one said that. You said that.
No, I think
You
you said
asked
that
us
too.
100 times if an autistic kid or a Down syndrome. We said no.
Well, apparently we're
one
enumerating the carers, and how many carers they have dictates whether, according to you,
Well,
Jupes, they
let me
should or
say
shouldn't be
this
able
to
to
you,
partake
John.
in society.
If you're a child that doesn't have any understanding of how strong he is, or whether someone's
say
actually
doesn't have
trying
any-
to kill him when you're play fighting with him, gets to a 20-year-old, are
Yeah.
you going to let him wrestle with 3-year-olds?
No, that's.
Are
being
you
silly.
fucking mad?
Are you-
Exactly my point. So
Jupes,
why are we
Jupes,
allowing
Jupes.
care in the community to
Can
have
you- can you-
30-year-old men wandering
can you-
around where they can throw
can you
3-year-olds over
can you-
fucking pens into
Jupes,
crocodiles?
if you're gonna give me a hypothetical, can you at least give me one that's tangentially related to a coherent thought?
I agree.
Yeah, and Alvin, why are you teaching your kid rough play if he's already roughing anyway? You worried about it?
Exactly, gamer.
What? Hang
The
on.
first bit of sense game I've heard talk.
Really? I didn't get it. What, you're not allowed to play with? I don't know. You have to adjust
No,
your
no,
play
if your
because you're
child's
going to
already
get
rough, he's already
aggressive.
got problems.
Yes,
If your
it's
children...
like, hang on. Well, no, you're saying he's going to be stronger. Why is he going to be stronger? Is he getting... That don't
Autistic
make no...
kids are strong. They are strong.
No, but it's a bit of a...
No,
this
it's
is
more Down
ridiculous.
syndrome.
That's crazy talk.
But then
He's like going to be stronger if you're not... Buy him some dolls or you're going to be fucked. I've never heard of it as daft. I've never
Well,
heard
that
of
Eva just said. Eva
I've
just said
never heard
that
of it as
Bob,
daft.
young Bob, he's not violent, is he? That's what Eva just said. So,
Yeah, all right. But look at
And-
Katie Price's child.
Yeah,
okay?
look at Harvey. Yeah.
Look at
he's
him.
not like
If
that,
you see
yeah,
him
Bob.
sitting on the sofa, you would say he's harmless. Yeah, he batters the walls and everything. She can't control him. I think she does really well with him, but she can't control him. He batters the walls, smashes up the house, pulls sinks off the wall and everything. So don't tell me, that there isn't levels to it and that some of them are a higher
what I
risk
said.
to people in
Jupes,
society
Of
than
course
others.
they are.
Jupes, why isn't that child locked up?
Well,
Why is
What
he
do you
in the
mean? I
house?
think he
Because-
is most of the
No,
time.
you've been the one saying, I don't mean it in a bad way, but you're disparaging it quite a lot, and they should not be allowed in society, and they are so dangerous. If this person is wrecking the fucking house,
He
that his
is
mum
locked
been
up most of the time.
most of the time. So
Yes.
we let him
Yeah,
out.
most of the time.
So can I say
his
that?
his human rights allow him to be at home at times.
I just
Yeah.
want to quickly say,
human
guys. I
rights-
want to quickly say, guys. I want to
what
quickly
you're
say, guys.
saying is-
I've got an autistic brother, okay, and he sometimes gets violent and that, and he's punched doors and walls and stuff like that. He's cut himself, he bites his arms, stuff like that. But sometimes I always thought it was my mother who was winding him up to make him like that, because he's never like that with me and my dad or anywhere else. It just so when you're going on about Katie Price and Harvey Price, like you didn't know what he's had to go through with Katie Price back in the day. All the boyfriends behind closed doors. You only know by your TikToks and making out some sort of
No, I
brilliant
know
mother.
that, but what I'm
He's
saying
working
is,
with him.
Gamer,
Let's
I
just say
agree,
on-
but what I'm saying is, Gamer, that she says that when he's ill, he smashes up the house and that, and she's shown people what he does with his strength.
And he kicks
She
off.
says
Well,
he,
he kicks off
she
as well.
says
He's
he
a
has
big
no
lad.
understanding of his strength.
Yeah, well,
That's
it's
right.
huge and all.
But that's the effects of adrenaline, isn't it? And the red mist. We're all
Yeah.
we're
Right,
all
so
that can happen to any of us. And once that adrenaline starts pumping, you are stronger. That's the whole point of it.
Can we stick
So when
with
someone
Jupes'
gets
Yeah,
point?
but
carried
most
away and
people are
all
not
that,
going to pick up a 3-year-old because they've
no,
got
but that's what
competence
happens.
skills.
That's what's happening in people's bodies when they're losing it and they're getting
Right.
out of control. It's the chemicals that's causing that reactions and that uncontrollable urges. It's not. Oh, you're born autistic. You're like weightlifting champion. No, that's not.
Jupes, again, I want to rewind this back a minute so I have a full understanding of the situation you're trying to put across.
Yeah, go
So
on.
this fella is violent and generally is under care. But because of human rights, they let him out.
Yeah.
So what your point of view, your point you have made is he should be locked up because he might kill his mum, but he's allowed out in the weekends when it might happen.
Who?
This
No,
fella,
what I'm saying
well,
is, I was talking about Katie Price's son,
Well,
because I was
preventative
showing the
data,
level
isn't
of
it?
violence that a child can do without having any understanding or awareness of the damage that they're doing.
But did you know? Sorry, I thought you were saying that there was some kid who was smashing the sinks and doing this and that the other. Was that
Katie Price's son. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm with you. But again, on that thing, you know, if he is that violent, is it? Well, this lad needs locked up. This lad needs care. This lad needs whatever. Yeah.
Well, what you got Katie Price done? She got to put in a care home. She couldn't look after him, so she got to put in like a care home who could look after him because she couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is what she did. But when she has him on days out, she will have helpers. She will have helpers and herself to watch him and look after him.
And he still smashes up the sinks.
Well, I don't think, he should be allowed around kids walking in front, miles ahead, in a crocodile pen, where he could fry a 3-year-old over the wall.
You're taking one topic and turning it into 4. We're talking about the child, and all of a sudden you're bringing the.
And I'm talking about the behaviour as well. Remember, this anger doesn't come from anywhere. Even look at some of the interviews he's done. Like, where did he learn to swear? All this fucking cunt and all this. Where he's learned it from her, clearly.
But Gary, it happened and something went wrong. And I think we need to focus on what went wrong. That a child was able to be thrown into a crocodile enclosure. It's fucking wrong.
Yeah, it was a perfect storm of
wrong.
fuck-ups,
They
right?
let him out. They let him out for a day out for a walk.
The carers weren't paying attention.
Yeah, the carers were looking at their phones. They were 10 yards behind him. He went up to a child, picked the kid up, threw it into the crocodile. Yeah.
So once again, it's the parents' fault, isn't it? It always comes down to the
carers, isn't it? It's the lack of risk assessment. It's the last. There's a lot. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm putting a lot of the blame on the people in charge of this day out.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, Jamie. If we can't get people that are going to be prosecuted if they don't fulfil their duty of care and responsibilities to these vulnerable adults and to the wider public, then they're going to have to be locked up. We can't have a society where kids can walk around, adult men can walk around because they've got the brain of a 3-year-old and they pick up another 3-year-old and
the only I hold him back on Brooks' point is because I think there's a bit of speculation at the minute, but she's right. If there's a case of like the 2 carers is for need and everything else, but also if them 2 carers are there, to keep everybody safe, that's why they're there.
Yes,
and they're not just there to take the money; they need to do the job too. And they haven't.
And they should be prosecuted if they don't fulfil their duties.
That's something wrong. But the defence enclosure. Sorry, before we move on from it, defence enclosure. I don't think it had anything to do with. When you thought I was cooking, I was AIing it, and nobody in the UK, except for that one case, was thrown into a crocodile enclosure.
One's enough. To be honest, one's enough.
Also, if you make the fences bigger, if he wants to throw a baby in, he's going to throw a baby in. It's not hard to throw a baby 20 foot in the air. I mean,
I think everybody.
I know. Personally, I know from experience, you can get some good loft on a 3-year-old. I got a good arc on mine.
What was that? You can get some what on a 3-year-old?
You get some good loft on a 3-year-old. You can really.
What does that mean? I don't know what you mean.
He means good air.
You can really lob them up in the air. Nice and high. I used to throw them up in the air and catch them. So I know.
That's really funny considering the subject, isn't it? Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to ask. Damn, I did have a good question.
Actually, I'm outraged about that, John. Let's not be fake outraged about John's comment as well. Yeah, because you like to be exaggerating and to hone in on people. Let's talk about the fact you think it's all right to sling 3-year-olds around.
Well, I just I didn't exaggerate.
Why is it not?
Well, because one ends up in a fucking crocodile pen and gets injured. That's why.
No, you said.
I'm sorry. I'm
fairly
confident that you, and I'm gonna say that I think this is a quote. I think you said, and I'm going to say I think this is a quote, from memory, these loons should be locked the fuck up.
Yep.
What's wrong with that?
A lot.
A lot.
Quite a fucking lot, actually.
Yeah, they should be.
You are tarring everyone with the same brush, which is completely unfair.
She's not.
No, I'm not. I'm
You
talking
said
about
all
specifically
all these
people that are grown men in body, but childlike in mind, who are not responsible for themselves and could cause harm to themselves and other people, specifically.
Should be locked up.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Gibbs, you're fucking owning it. I mean, credit to you there. Like,
can we find out who's got the TV on, please? It's a bit annoying.
Surely
it's not me.
Definitely not me.
Now you've generalised everybody, people with this
Not me.
problem and that problem. There are
Mine's
various
on you.
problems to various degrees. So again, you're generalising that everyone should be locked up when everyone has their own individual issue and might not need locked up. I understand your point.
Well,
of
then they
view.
shouldn't be locked up then.
Yeah, I didn't
Exactly.
say everybody. I said specifically people that are in the body of a man with the brain of a child,
Right.
where they are a danger to themselves and to other people.
I think that's what you should focus
you
on.
just said you
danger.
just said he's got two carers, and if he needs two carers, clearly he's a danger.
It shows a
to
level
society.
of care
Which
that
is-
he's
yeah, no,
required
but
to keep
that's-
an eye on him because he's a danger to himself.
No, Jupes, you missed
that's
the point.
non-sequitur,
Jupes, you missed the
Jupes, and you
point I
fucking
made
know it.
earlier. You missed the point that I made earlier. One could be there for behavioural tuition. The other one could be there for medical emergencies.
I agree.
I
and I
think
said,
you're putting
I
this. No,
concede
let me
if
finish.
you
Let
only
me
have
finish.
one carer, you might be
Let
at
me
risk.
finish. Let me finish. You're sort of tarring these two carers as in they're both bouncers and need to be there because they know that he's going to do this and this specific thing is wrong with him. You have a train of thought in your mind that you're going to stick to. Consider the other options. Maybe this was a quiet fella, blah, 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 never had a problem.
No.
Bullshit.
But see, you're not
you
going
don't
to
employ two people to be carers of a child if
So
you don't think that
you
there's
will-
something
you
to
will
be
only-
that
you will-
they're needing. That's the first thing. Secondly,
Guys, we've got half an hour left. We're wrapping up.
You're saying that
Half
maybe
an
the
hour.
two carers were there for two different reasons, and I said, point taken. I concede. Maybe only the fact of having one carer, you have to do a risk assessment.
You, Jamie, before you leave, just one thing I wanted to state, Jamie, before you shut it all down, is about this thing that's happened up in Edinburgh. You kind of blame one random fucking looper starts stabbing loads of brown people and making on like everyone's unsafe or brown people's unsafe. It's absolutely deluded. I don't know how any person could think like that, thinking, oh, every brown person's now under threat because white people's going to kill them. It's absolutely
That's not the
ludicrous.
threat, is it, though, Gabe? No one's saying that white people are going to kill them. They're worried that some people might get radicalised and become extreme and go out and kill people like they have
Well,
done in
that's
Edinburgh.
small-minded people.
It's a small minority, but there's still 5 people laying on floor stabbed. So it doesn't matter how small of a minority it is. There's 5 people stabbed for the colour of the skin. So
Can I just check? It's game of breaking news.
it doesn't make no difference. Say, oh, it's not all white. We know, and it's not all gay people who killed that kid. It's not all
It's
white men who
nutters.
killed that kid.
Nutters, Jamie. The nutters.
Yeah.
People who do that.
Gamer, there was also a lot of people in chat.
Go on, AY.
So do you know what? Yeah, in Birmingham today, we have far left, antagonists that was actively going to young Muslim people, and goading them and getting them to attack us.
And they were out for laugh. You seen someone on bikes going, "Oh, we want to get it protest." You can see a different feeling, can't you?
Mate,
You can
let me
see it.
tell you this. Yeah, I had a group of young Muslim lads. Some of them was actually saying to me, "Yes, AY, we watch your stuff. It's brilliant. Yeah, well done." Patting me on the back, fist bumping me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you get these Antifa ones, that make out that you're racist, you're this, you're that. And then before you know it, you've got these people with these metal bangles wrapped around their fists. You've got them with these belts with buckles. Yeah.
Really?
Mate, I'm telling you, right? I've been to protest. I've only been going to protests for 11 months.
Yeah.
The first protest I went to was in July. And that
It's
was
like,
at
oh
Epping.
my God, bloody hell.
11 months. Yeah. So in all the protests that I've been to, I've never really felt, and all the hotels I've been to, I've never really felt in danger. Yeah.
You did all them as an individual.
Hang on. Let him go on.
I've been in sketchy situations. Yeah. Where people turn around and said, and I've always said, no, I was all right. You know, like it wasn't as bad as what it looks. But let me tell you today was the first time that I thought to myself, do you know what? I'm fucked here. Yeah.
Dodgy, aren't it?
Gamer. Yeah, I got back to my mate's barbecue. There's 6, 7 of my mates, like friends, yeah? And they all turned around and said to me, you know what? If you go back up north to a protest like that, into that kind of area, we're all going with you.
Yeah.
No ifs, no buts, no maybes.
Go and watch what happened in Birmingham when the EDL and Britain First used to go. That were tame yet today. That were tame.
Mate,
go and look
So
at
I'm going to say to you, right, you know, as an individual, you look at these lefties, though, you know, as an individual, them little skinny skateboarder gothic types, individually, you're nothing harmless, but not in a group together. Like, they'll shoot people like Charlie Kirk. They'll shoot you in the neck. Dangerous,
so they
man.
come up to me, they was looking for Charlie Veach. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know what they club, I know.
Yeah, that's who they was looking for. And I was like, I'm not Charlie Veach.
Well, why is Charlie Veach? That's why Charlie Veach is wanting about the villages, man. These little videos now. He doesn't want them to be.
I'm married, you know.
And I'll tell you what, it's becoming more and more. You even had one of them, like out and out attack DP.
What? DP's being attacked today?
Really?
Mate, listen, the geezer come over and shoved him. That's attacked him, no?
Yeah.
DP's all right though, right? He's not hurt.
Did the police
I
not
also heard,
take out the
today
people
that,
that had this stuff around their fists, AY, because they should?
Do you know what, Jukes? I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, I didn't know how close the police was to me. Yeah. But I knew at that moment I've got to push one of them, to get him out of my personal space. And I knew that the police was going to come over and interject straight away. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought,
Is that when the celebrity cameraman?
That's when I pushed him. Yeah. So
what happened to? Did anyone else get attacked today? I seen someone say Stripey got attacked. No one knows not about that.
In Birmingham, guys.
No, we were in Southampton.
Well, he got attacked.
Apparently so. Someone in chat said it earlier, but no one's confirmed anything.
Darren G had a go Billy Moore.
I saw Darren G clips. I'll play that before we wrap up. What was that about? Did anyone see that?
Darren G. Is it Darren G?
I won't play it, actually. It was weird.
Oh, sure. It's funny.
No, not really.
No, it's not funny. See what I mean? You think that's funny, Angela, didn't you? You think that's funny, didn't you? But then other opinions, you don't think it's funny when it's somebody else, unless it suits you.
Be right.
Yeah.
Also, Gamer, how are you getting on, and how's the doggo doing? You're good, Gamer. Taking over.
I'll wait till Jamie gets back and I'll put my camera on and I'll show you. But I'm not dealing without Jamie's permission.
I don't want to fearmonger, but do you think it'll get to a stage where people are going to need stab vests and to go to these protests and stuff?
Yep.
In some of them, food.
Oh yeah, definitely at the protests. I think it'll get to that. Yeah, defo.
I'll always stand by it, mate. I don't like all the auditors recording these lefties and giving them hundreds of thousands of views. I hate it. I don't want them to get any attention. I don't like them.
Are we talking about a protest, or are we going to Notting Hill? Like, I mean, where's the stab vest needed?
Well, I mean, you don't want to be the first one who got stabbed. You could be that person. I mean,
I'll tell you what, you go Notting Hill, John, and you tell us how you get on.
I think it's Speaker's Corner really now, because it was a stab vest would have probably been needed a year ago. I don't know if anyone's been stabbed since, because I was warned not to go anymore. Young Bob was warned not to go anymore because we were both going to be stabbed. So I haven't been there again, but that I was wearing a stab vest for about 3 months up there.
Not a bad idea.
And the most terrifying about it, guys, when like auditors or vloggers or whatever, and they've had these ombudsmans of the police, saying there's a danger to your life and stuff like this. You're under police and have made complaints about all these threats that's been made online or even in person. They've done nothing about it, ever. I've never heard of one case when the police has followed through with threats made online to someone who's slightly right wing.
Shitloads, absolutely shitloads. Just Google it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I read yesterday it's 35 or 36 people per day getting arrested for hurty words.
Quadruple that over this summer. That's going to become tenfold. It's going to become tenfold. We'll probably be able to count on. We'll probably be able to just go. Yeah, I know 5 people watching 6 months.
It's about 3,000 a year, John. So I think it's about 30 a week, not a day. But yeah,
Jamie, Joe was attacked in Southampton by POB.
Who was?
Is it Stripey were attacked? Well, I heard someone saying in chat that it was something to do with CP. But I thought, well, I better not feed into that. CP against Stripey. Groovy Baby, I think I owe you an apology. I read it. I thought you were being sarky, so I was sarky back. I'm sure that were you. So I apologise for that.
You're me 5. You're me. I don't know what you're giving me 1 for. You're me 5.
It's very rare to get an apology out of me, but when it's needed, I'll say it.
I'll get it out. You trust us. I'll bleed it out, you Jamie.
But don't forget, she's got special needs, so you've all got to treat her lightly.
Oh, yeah, I've got special needs. Not on about Stripey. No, you're
careful. She might stab someone or throw somebody over a fence or something.
Well, are you man? Exactly. I'm not doing it, man. I might stab someone. I've got mental illness.
Stabbed or throw him over a fence, John.
Do you know what, John? You don't have to stab somebody or throw them over a fence. You could just tell outright lies. Yeah, manipulate people. Manipulate people. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't always have to be like violent attacks. It can
but that is why we wish her well, and we do wish her all the best. We do.
It's not always physical, is it? Why it could sometimes be mental. You can have mental attacks on people.
Yes.
Today,
you're not very good at rage baiting, to be fair.
Guys, did you catch on?
My point is, and I want to make it perfectly clear because I don't give a fuck if people get fake outrage. My point is this. CP was called out in the beginning for some of her outrageous behaviour, and we had loads of virtue signallers who wanted to point out that she had learning difficulties and etc. And look how much trouble she's caused from that day to this.
It's a very good point of debate, right? Because that is all true what you've said. Everything that people are saying as well were true. So it's a great point. It's a great.
We're sticking up for a long one with Jimmy. Just stick up for
a right, because where do you put the balance on? What a great point. How do you balance up? Because like it feeds into John's point. Well, how do you know until you know? And then what a great point.
Well, no, it's not about how do you know until you know. It's just
how do you know? Well, basically, we're saying if someone turns up and they go, "I've got learning difficulties," do we go, "Oh, you're instantly banned"? Then, well, that'd be disgraceful and illegal. Not only would it be illegal, it'd be disgraceful. But that's what. So is that what we should have done?
Sorry, that's on your defence Jamie as well.
Sorry, no, John's trying to jump in. I know I'm
going
back.
No, I was just saying, you apply the same methodology to people with mental illness as you would apply the same methodology to anybody else. Like,
well, that's what we did, and the point is we ended up in the right shit show.
Do they, as an individual, have a precedence for causing harm? If the answer is yes, then you act in different.
That's what we did. It took us a year. But we should have done it. We waited a year, but we should have waited weeks.
Well, in my defence of Jamie, and what we done, we did sort of egg her on, there's not towards them, trying to tell her it's not for you. We didn't realise the level she would have gone down after that.
I didn't even speak about it. I just I don't think we should talk about it. We should just wish her well. That's what we should do.
Yeah, that's all I want to do now.
Jamie, a really wise thing I heard once was, it doesn't matter what you are, it only matters what you do.
Yep. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Actions speak louder than words. Yes.
It's your actions exactly. Yeah.
Has anyone got a clip of Stripey getting attacked? I'm interested to have a look at that.
There was a famous preacher.
So you know AY.
He said it's about the content of your character. I think he said something along those lines.
What was that, mate? Repeat that. Sorry.
Oh no, I was being facetious. When somebody says it's not about what you are, it's about what you do. It's about the content of the character.
For people like me, what does put me chase mean?
What?
Sorry?
For people like me, what does Prometheus mean?
Game.
I'm
It means
confused.
you're gay. Oh shit, gamer! What happened?
So one more. What
Well,
word are you asking me? What word are you asking me? And I've got one more time. I want to give you the answer.
You know I'm saying it wrong. It was something like Prometheus.
You're not even close to a word.
He
I don't
wants to
think.
know what facetious means.
Oh, for sarcastic.
Yeah, it's pretending
It
to tell the
means
truth and telling a
facetious.
lie. Yeah.
Yeah, being a bit smarmy.
So that sums up you, John, and didn't it?
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I've got it up here. I would take any strike from anyone at this point and just take a week off, and in fact, because we are allowed to create any video we want on YouTube, any video at all. So
I'll under fair use. I'll under fair use.
And I've been doing that for months.
So can I just make a point, Jamie, right, that all this feeds into the stuff, right, that if you're in a protected group, that what happens is reasonably minded people that can actually assess risk end up putting those risk assessments to one side and giving a longer rope to people in those specialised groups, right? Special groups.
Yep.
And which leads to endangerment of society. And that is what the bigger problem is.
It's the lack of they've not done the jobs properly. I'm going to make a guess, right? I'm going to say we're guessing, and we'll wait till it's going to be thoroughly investigated. But I'll bet there was supping coffee, yapping, and chatting. I'll bet you.
So I just want clarification. What is and is not a protected group? This is serious. Like I know I've been fucking about a bit this evening, but this is a legitimate question.
Okay, well I can give you a few. So rape gangs never got looked into properly because of racism and the protected group of the race, or because of religion.
Yep, fine.
The kids that died, the little baby that died because of the gay parents, even though not all gays are bad people, because they were gay, people went a little bit, you know.
Yeah, still wasn't better, was he?
Awkward questions. Yeah. So that baby, you know,
maybe. Yeah, fine, on board. Yeah.
The little girl in the girls in Southport. Yeah, same thing. Okay, do you want me to carry on with the list?
No, Chips. I
wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if there is something that the carers of that person with the 30-year-old man said they knew that he was a bit of a risk, but they were told that they had to do this, that, and the other because he was in a protected group. Are you getting it now?
No.
And then when we get down to a lower level and lesser crimes, I could put CP in that group.
You can start the fucking attitude.
CP started her nonsense and people called her out. We was all saying, no, but she's got learning difficulties, so we got to give her extra rope. And look what she's done now. So there you go.
You can holster the sass dupes. I'm mostly on your side.
Hold on a minute.
Well said, Jules.
Hold on a minute. Everybody's blaming CP, not everybody. Yeah, but some.
I'm not. I wish you well.
Some people are blaming CP for what's happened.
Not me.
Or we don't even know if anything's happened to Stripey yet. Yeah.
Like yeah, but even if you take Stripey's situation away, AY, how many times has she caused an incident now?
Oh, we're in double figures. We're in double figures.
We don't know if she has caused an incident.
Well, I've got the live here, and he's mentioning you here, so I've just played a little bit of it, and you're mentioning it.
You're mentioned, Dave.
Yeah. So something's gone on. We'll find out together. I don't see him having a problem with us playing this because he's explaining what's been going on with CP, bit looks of it. And thank you, Joe, for finding the timestamp here.
Say it loud. Say it clear.
The AY show is effing here. Let me link you to this video from Stripey UK. This is from Stripey UK's channel. This is Today in Southampton. If you want to watch the video in full, it is there. We're just going to watch the clip related to the drama. Roger that.
I like how I always get mentioned.
Yeah, it's.
You big time now, my dear boy.
Why does this always happen with you?
Rewind it to where I heard the AY. So I just heard him say he's bigging you up, basically saying AY does a lot for the country. What's she going at him for, or something like that?
If I was, I think the police would know about that. Anyway, people know her for what she is, but there's a few select people here that, for some reason, they defend her. Yeah, that's what I mean. Listen, I respect Ntenkoe. I don't respect him.
Oh, it's the CP Defence Group, Patriots of Britain, and all that. That's what it is. It's the CP Defence Group. It's Nick Tencone. I know exactly what this is just from what I'm saying. That I know exactly what's coming because we've had it all year. They just everyone else. I'm not wrong. They literally get everyone to do the dirty work. Mainly CP reports and that other guy. They get them to do all the dirty work, and they say, "No, I've seen it about 50 times." I'm not kidding.
If he's going to have people like One Gen Media and CP Reports licking his arsehole when they go around making malicious accusations, talking shit about, like, even mugging off AY, she was. Like, AY audits. What does he do for the country? A lot. What does she do for the country? Nothing.
Thanks, driver.
She's an idiot, but mate.
Why is
furious?
I know it does, mate. This is what fractures us.
Why do the police
It's
always
people
wear
like
these
her.
puffer jackets?
Huh?
They still chat shit and they're getting away with it.
I don't know what they're saying.
I don't know.
But it's just unbelievable. People like her need to be boycotted from the right. I reckon she's a secret little lefty that comes in just to create division. What?
It is
people are going to recite violence.
Everyone's having to deal with it. Does it all happen here, Josh? We keep playing.
So I'd claim you're far right to do that. There's such a thing.
Okay, made a bit of a mistake here.
What you say? Why? You can actually sense something's not right here. You can feel. You know what I mean? There's if they're all going to turn on him. You can actually tell.
Calling far right.
No, he's saying she should be boycotted by the far right because she's a lefty. I think that's what he means.
Okay, so
He says it's probably a secret. He says it's probably a secret lefty.
1 minute. So who's far right in this group then?
Oh yeah, hands up if you're far right. Oh, in this group here.
Yeah, because all of us, like, if that's what he said, I didn't know what he said, but I just heard him say far right, and she should be outed from the far. Is that what he said or not?
Yeah, I think he's talking in general terms. Yeah, I think
yeah.
it's general. Yeah.
When he's far right, is that like
Apparently it's 30 seconds.
They can antagonise you.
Well, then we can antagonise back then. But you're saying don't do that. Make your mind up. Like, either we don't or we do.
At the end of the day, like I said, this is meant to be a peaceful process.
I know. Yeah. Tell me about it. And look what he's spiraled into. Because I've been attacked by a bunch of people for no reason other than being here and existing.
Stuff's gone on in the video beforehand as well, so.
You're not here to antagonise. I'm sorry, right? But at the end of the day, calling people for all right thugs is going to antagonise.
Hey, hang on. Not at all. No.
Oh, you're right, AY. He's calling them far right. You're absolutely bang on. He's saying they're the far right. As I've noticed this, right? Some people are going to watch. People move mad on YouTube.
I said the word. Hear me out. Right, that's an assault in itself.
What
I've been with you this whole time. You see what happened?
Oh my God, what was that?
No, we're causing issues. I'm trying to talk to you.
Some guy tried to get a bit.
How embarrassing was that? How embarrassing was that? Pathetic.
By the way, guys,
yeah,
guys, AY was also mentioned in a DJ Audits video. One of the security or workers in one of the industrial estates says he watches them, and DJ asked him, "Oh, who do you watch?" And he goes, "I watch AY."
How did that go down? How did it go? What did he say to that?
Oh, he was happy. I mean,
my general manager, my councillor, my house, the main manager who came to see me on Thursday, he says he watches DJ Audits. But the thing I want to say about CP, Jamie, listen.
You wish to know well.
Listen, we did. Like, I'm not even that arsed anymore, you know what I mean? Just another person you look at me now. But listen, we did try to tell her, Lord, didn't we? But she couldn't see good advice of us right in front of her nose, could she? We tried to tell her. And you just did you want to listen, Lord Jimmy? Did you want to listen to anything at all? Or was it just all CP's real highway?
Gamey, you're just giving a reason to.
In all honesty, you're better off just staying away from these people.
No, I do now. I do now.
you're
Yeah.
just better off staying away from these kind of people. I'm not saying
You've got to
CP,
wish them well
you know.
and just and learn from it. You just live and learn. Just a
Just keep
lesson.
your
You don't.
distance, you
It's
know,
no big
like
deal.
just keep your distance and
I do.
yeah, just
There's
keep
no
it
damage
moving.
being
You know
done.
what I
It could
mean?
have been worse. It is
Oh,
what it
cheese
is.
zero.
Mate, if that's what they're talking about, an assault, somebody walking towards him,
Nah.
having a go at him because he's called them far right. First of all, Stripey shouldn't have been calling them people far right because, in my opinion, POB, Patriots of Britain, or anybody from Southampton are not
Yeah.
far right. Yeah, so
Yeah.
in my opinion, having spent time with them and spoken with them, I don't think they're far right people. So maybe he
Yeah.
shouldn't have said that. That's
Poor choice of
antagonised them.
words. Probably just a
Well,
poor
it's
choice of
feeding
words,
into
though.
it's feeding into that narrative, isn't it, that no one wants. It's like, well, that's just makes it worse. Exactly.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of publicity around Southampton.
Yeah.
It's like at the moment, and I'm sure the last thing that they want is for people to be calling them far right when they're not.
And you know it's all a hurty word game now. You get nicked for hurty words now.
Have you seen it? Have
Have
you seen what's coming on now in the reform? This is the new tactic now from reform. They are now, because of the threat from Restore, and now they've took 3,000 votes in Makerfield there. They are now saying Restore is the new BNP. So reform are coming out and saying the reform are coming out and saying this Restore, it's the BNP, and they're literally going to go down that road to try and destroy them.
But firstly, BNP were ethnats, and secondly, it took BNP about 13 years to get the traction that Restore have done in about 4 months. They don't even compare.
So what sort of traction have Restore got then, John?
Well, 7% in a by-election on their first by-election compared to BNP. Compared to BNP, that got like what 1.6% after 13 years and 4 attempts in by-elections.
It shows that Nigel's going to struggle to get elected, and we all thought, I thought, and him included, he had it in the bag. That has shown him he doesn't. So he'll probably.
I pray to God he doesn't mind. I pray to God he doesn't. I want no day with reform me on
I think he will. He'll probably quit. He'll probably quit with his tail between his legs and just get back to trading metals and stuff.
Do you know what, John? There's no prizes for second place, you know.
Nope.
No, I get that.
Yeah, no. So it doesn't matter. It wouldn't matter. Yeah, unless you win.
There are prizes though for shaping the cultural zeitgeist though. Just because you don't win the election doesn't mean that you don't have an impact. Doesn't mean you don't have.
Well, what sort of impact are they having then? Because to me, and this is only my opinion, I just see Restore as being a internet party, where people in like these echo chambers online, they think that's real life, but it's not actually real life. And the bigger picture of it is this, like politics, and even my mum, when she was talking about it, do you know what she said about Rupert Lowe and Restore? The antics that go online with them, it's embarrassing. It's not politics.
Exactly.
It's not politics, and that's what's going to ruin them. You know, you think that these, and I'm like,
and again,
they're a lot bigger and a lot more.
Well, he's making a point that's not what politics is, and that's not what people. When people see that, they don't see. Oh, this is great. They don't see that. They don't see it. They see chaos. They see division.
But can I just check audits? Do you think I'm a Restore voter?
My name's Anthony, by the way, not audits.
Audit. Sorry, Anthony. Do you think I'm a Restore supporter?
I don't care what you support, guys.
Well, no, I was just asking. Like you approached me as if you thought I was. I'm not. No. I was just looking at the numbers.
You really do. You like 21, John. Listen, you're more than like 21, John, because you gone ruthless tonight, man. You're on the right one.
God, I was waiting for 21 to pop up. John,
it wouldn't bother me, guys, if you was a Green Party, if you was a Labour, because it wouldn't bother me what you are, guys. I wouldn't treat you no different. I'd find out what you are like as a human, and I'll treat you by how I treat you by how you would be, you know.
Do you think that Restore are having a political impact?
Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you my opinion on Restore, yeah. I personally, I think this is just my opinion, by the way. Yeah. So, and we're all welcome to our own opinions. But I personally, I think Restore are set out to cause reform harm to stop them from actually winning the election. Because
why would you think? Why do you think Rupert would be of that mindset? Why would he want to do that to reform?
I'll tell you why, Jamie. Yeah, because he's an old Tory. Yeah. And I'd say an old Tory, and old Tories were probably a little bit more right-sided than what like the younger Tories are.
Well, can I just ask, what do you mean by old Tory?
Hang on, I want to know why Rupert would be willing to do this to his old pal Reform, because I've been saying this for since he came on the screen.
Didn't know I was going to nick not long ago.
I'll tell you the best person for me to have this conversation with, would be DP. Yeah. It'd be the best person to have this for me to have this conversation with. But anyway, I just think that, like, because he's an old Tory, and I have had this conversation with DP before, I think, coming to think of it, or similar along these lines. But because he is like an old Tory, and by that I mean somebody that that goes with like the old Tory values.
Wealth.
But that's why I was asking the question. So, for example, Farage is a Thatcherite, who I would consider to be an old Tory. So when you say so is Lowe like an older Tory? Is he pre or post Thatcher?
So everybody seems to think, that Restore have only been around for 4 months. Yeah. Well, they haven't.
The party has, but the movement's been around longer. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So everybody has this misconception that, they've just formed 4 months ago, etc. They didn't. They already had the backbone of it already. You know, they had a lot of their members, whatever, from when they was like, I don't know what you would call them, like, really, a movement or a group or whatever, and then they evolved into a political party. My own personal belief is that I think all these Restore voters or all these Restore members, they're going to get entwined back with Conservatives. They're going to come together, and because listen, the government don't want people to be separate from Conservatives and Labour. You know, like that's what they. You know, that's how it's always been for them. That's what they want. They don't want someone else to be.
You know, that's what Roy said, that the plan was all along.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. You know? Buddha's saying you've gone full 4P. I don't know what that is. Full 4P.
What's 4P?
I do know.
I
do know.
Can I have a word? Rupert Lowe is being revengeful. That's what it is. He's just
here. About time, John. Someone's agreeing with me as well. Have you heard this, DP? We've had AY. We've got vlogging. He's been and he is. I am sure. If Nigel said, "Look, here's a check. Will you piss off?" It say, "Yeah."
All I wanted to say as well about Farage and the rest of the cronies, right? They were not recently, a few months ago, a year ago, and sent all armoured police around Rupert Murdoch's house, Rupert Lowe's house, sorry. Sent all the police around and got him nicked in that for something.
That's why he's so pissed off, exactly. Because
why he's pissed off and that. Well, that's probably why, because they all turned on him, didn't they?
Yeah. Can I also say?
And Channel 4 missed the trick. They could have given him an extra testicle and a pint of IPA, doubled the money, and they'd have been shot of him forever.
Don't you think that second place?
He's probably got a good lawyer, you know, John.
Second place in an election is not a bad place to be. I mean, you're the opposition. That's an important place to be, isn't it? It's just.
Well, it's still powerless, aren't you? You're still absolutely powerless. You might as well be last.
Well,
I think at the moment it's too early.
You've got to remember, public opinion does count.
Way too early to actually throw your weight behind any party on the right. That's what I think. But I do think this as well, that it all depends on how it goes in society. And at the moment, you know, if it does go to civil war, people are going to want a more hardline person.
There's just no way. That's why I've zoned in so much on this attack, right? Hey, I'm welcoming. Oh, he's the only viewer on Kick. Get in, Am.
Yes, big up
You're welcome. But I was just going to say, this is why I think so. It'll never get to civil war because there's people employed to make sure there isn't, And that's why I'll keep asking, what would you do if you were employed in that job? What would you do? How would you fix it to try and prevent it? Because them jobs are happening right now. And this attack in Edinburgh, it's going to be massive. Watch.
Do you know another thing with that, Jamie? I don't have that word, Jamie. Well done, sorry, why? Let's just quickly say this. Jamie, listen, we didn't see it up Leeds and up in Sunderland and that where I live. No, them down south, down London and Birmingham, places like that. Them really see it, man. It's different down there than what we see up here, mate. Like here, why say God up north? Talking about Birmingham like it's up north.
No, but Birmingham is known to be extremely dangerous. I remember Tommy going there. I remember people getting beat up in side streets. It was all the videos.
It's not like Leeds and up here, mate. We didn't see the look of it, man.
So yeah, answer the question.
All them uni students wandering around. Don't fall into the canal.
Can you turn AY's mic up?
I'm just doing exactly that. She's very quiet.
Jamie, I've just received a message from Stripey.
And
I'm going to read it word for word. So this is Stripey's words and not my words. Yeah. It says, Mr. AY, I know you are the greatest, and I would like you to do me a favour. No, he didn't really say that, by the way. Yeah, but I just added that part on. No, this is what he said. Yeah. He said, Mr. AY, if you see this message before you finish up on Jamie's panel, could you tell people that when things get heated, I've got shit impulse control, and I don't always choose the wisest words. I weren't branding the Southampton Patriots as far right. I just said if people get violent at a peaceful vigil, then maybe they are far right. I got nothing but respect for the Southampton Patriots, but some of them been led astray by CP. That's Stripey's words. He wanted me to put that out there.
Yeah, I just see Jimmy. It's so easy done. I just see
hang on a minute.
Coming out saying far right. It's such an easy slip of law. Like a slip of a tongue. It's so easy.
What, Jamie, yeah? I'm going to say this, yeah? During my journey on YouTube, me, myself, have used many words, not like in the heat of the moment, but said stuff that you don't, like, kind of in the, like
shouldn't
kind
have
of...
said it,
Not shouldn't have said it, but possibly could have worded it because you don't know how to, people like.
But also, why no matter what he'd have said, they were going to zone on it. They've been at him for months. We've seen it. He's not the only one, and he's right.
It's right.
Yeah, like you can't assume generosity of interpretation with like your political opponents.
Yeah. No, what I mean is,
Stripe is not the worst of the worst anyway. So.
Well, he's just willing to speak his mind, isn't he? And sometimes, me included, that can get us in trouble. But I respect that. If he's willing to stand there on his own and speak, that's good for him.
You know what it is, Jamie, as well. Yeah, I think because some of us, everybody's at one stage they're new to YouTube, and I'm pretty sure that I don't know how long you've been on YouTube for, but at the beginning you may have made some mistakes, and sometimes you might have sat there. Yeah, and listen, he's actually, to be fair with you, he's manned up and he's apologised to me, and he actually made a post and he turned around and he sent me an email and he apologised, and he
I'll tell you what, why you do, mate. I'll tell you what, this is how we bring it down a little bit, mate, to simplify it a little bit, mate. It's so easy there at a moment like that, mate, to just suddenly say far right rather than just saying on the right. You know how that can just come at your tongue.
Yeah,
so
but he's also fighting back in it. He's fighting back. You don't know what he's going through and what he's
you did get it. It could just be a slip of a tongue, though, Jamie. Couldn't you just saying like them on the right rather than saying far right, them on the right? It's just such an easy mistake to make coming out your tongue at that spur of the moment. So I solely get what he's saying. Because it's so easy said, and it shouldn't have said it. Obviously,
he's living in the same
far right, but on the right. But he should have said them on the right rather than calling them far right. And that's the slip up. But it's such an easy tongue thing to do. Spur of the moment.
You don't even know if that's what's happened. You haven't watched it. You might not be all that.
I have watched it. You just showed us it.
Yeah, but we didn't see what were going on before. We didn't see any of that.
Oddly, Gamer, you've
kind of there must be something going on before that. To be fair,
what is the minimum requirement to be considered on the right of politics, or what what makes
exactly
you
because
right wing?
it's got distorted.
asking the wrong person. That's Jamie.
Right, I'm done having to ask permission to talk, gamer. Fucking hell. Right. Because every time I forget what I'm going to say. It's become a bit. It's become very confusing.
Jamie,
what is
I've not seen my dog yet.
Yeah.
There must have been something beforehand, because there's no way on earth that Stripe is just walking up the road. There must have been some form of incident before that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, every time they see him, they go, "You're not welcome," and they start ganging around him.
No,
and
that's not true, because he was there when I was there, a couple of weeks ago, and nobody never started on him. So something must have happened before that incident. Do you know what I mean? It can't have just been that one little incident. Something must have happened. Stripe. Something must have happened before that. I don't think for 1 minute, that it's just walking along, and so there must have been confrontation before that. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Well, that's the way I see it. He's had all this history with them, and he turns up and he does he's probably doing what I'm doing, like, sod you lot, I don't care, you pieces of, and he's voiced it, whereas really he probably should have just ignored them.
But maybe it's a little bit, maybe he's just, I don't know, like I say, I don't think that's the only incident from that day. I think something must have happened before that.
Well, for me, I'm not even offended by what he said, because I think most people that go Southampton are obviously not far right, but there's bound to be some that are. I mean, there are people that are ethno-nationalists that are decent people, and I wouldn't brand them as really extreme. And then there's others that are extreme ethno-nationalists who are fucking head cases.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you know what I notice about Antifa? Nobody is more fascist than Antifa. They're crazy.
Says it there. It's just something. It says Stripey were walking backwards, filming, mentioned about CP on his chat, and her goon said stop talking about CP. Then they got the hump threatening him, which is a similar scene to what I've seen.
Can we play this clip, Jamie?
Yeah, have you got it ready?
I ain't got the clip.
You haven't got it? I get you. It's. Do we need to play it? I mean, I just take the word for it. They've watched it.
I still don't know. Like, with respect to the modern political zeitgeist, like I know where I sit, like with respect to politics, like of the 1990s and the early 2000s. But like, I don't even know if I'm right wing with respect to modern politics. Like, I've always
think you're left wing.
I've always thought of myself as slightly right of centre.
The bullshit.
Extreme left.
Definitely left wing. You're definitely left wing. Yeah.
I think
really.
I think the whole thing is about immigration.
Well,
puts you either right or left, or what part of it by your ideas on immigration.
Yeah, you're right, John. And do you think that the immigration issue is specifically a left or right issue? Because we've seen Starmer. Well, hang on, John. You say you're like, well, obviously, but Starmer were going to smash the gangs, and that's supposed to be a lefty. So how come we've got lefties saying? But hang on, I'm trying to establish what you're saying. Yeah, and I'm saying no. Because we've got left-wing governments talking about smashing the gangs.
Yeah.
We had the right-wing government saying they were going to stop the gangs for 14 years.
Well,
so that suggests to me that it's a very cross-party issue, that all parties are trying to deal with this. However, the legislation in place is making it quite difficult for them. So it's not a specific issue of left or right, which is what's causing all these problems. Because if we start asking, well, what do you agree with about left-wing? What do you agree with about right-wing? People struggle.
Well, this is going to be my question. It does seem like there's a huge amount of overlap between like the things that concern like the voting public on the left and the voting public on the right. So my question here is going to be like, what defines somebody who is explicitly on the left and what defines somebody who is explicitly on the right? So with respect to Jupes and Wendy, who have categorically stated that they think that I'm on the left, my question would be, what is...
I'd bet my house on it, yeah.
So what do you think is like a quintessential right-wing issue? Like, give me like 2 or 3.
Well, I think with the right wing, it's a case of if you just want to return the ones that have come in on the boats and you just send them back. I think that could be, you know, pretty centre really. But if you want to send back their parents as well, then I think you're starting to head towards the right wing.
Into F that territory.
Yeah. And then if you look the other way,
but none of the right wing governments were talking. John, we had a right wing government for 14 years. They didn't talk anything like that. They didn't talk about sending anyone's parents home, and they're a right wing government. But it doesn't make sense. Where have all of a sudden has the right wing become wanting to send everyone's parents back? They don't.
Well, I think that's nuts.
If you want to support a party that wants to send everyone's parents back, good luck getting votes. But we're not interested in it. No, I'm just if people do want to support that type of party, then maybe they will be called bigots, and maybe they will have to deal with this shit because that would be right.
I don't think there's a party out there that says they're going to send everybody back.
Well, there is a bit. Rupert did say we're going to do a bit of bribery and hope those with British passports would piss off. Yeah, he did. He did.
And I've got to tell you about the left wingers. You can always tell them because they're the ones that put the left, put an immigrant up in their bedroom.
That was refugees.
How dare you? Are you calling me left wing?
Huh?
I bet you are more of a lefty than a right winger, 100%.
I got that, Jim.
I bet 100% if we went through
every fucking night, you cheeky son.
I bet if we did a political spectrum test on you would be a libertarian. You'd be left. You'd be liberating us all. And if we looked at the policies, you'd be right there on the left. I'd say that for 99% of the people watching.
We should do that one.
I'm definitely not on the left.
I bet you are. I bet if I asked you a few questions now, you'd say yeah. Do you support the?
No, I'm not on the left.
Right, let's try it. Do you support workers' rights? What do you think about? Sorry, John.
I hate unions.
What about workers' rights? So you don't agree with workers' rights?
I don't agree with unions.
No,
I didn't say unions.
I don't agree with the unions. I think
no, not about unions.
I don't agree with over legislation.
You know what I'm going to do? They know what I'm going to do, and it's workers' rights, housing, employ. Oh, there's just the list is endless. The things that you've got the left to be thankful for that every one of us take advantage of. Is
I think they've over legislated to the point that nobody's got any freedom.
For example,
well,
all the workers' rights, all the things that
I don't believe in the nationalisation of different of our railways.
That's why we've got doctors and nurses
office.
going out on strike all the fucking time, and
Jamie, it's easier to hate somebody when you put them into a category.
Sure is, mate. That's why we should be proud to have protected groups. We should be proud to have those protected groups, those marginalised, stigmatised groups. We should absolutely be proud of them.
Do you not think that there is a distinction between the service that you're trying to deliver and how you deliver the service? The problem here isn't the principle. Like, the principle here is it's absolutely acceptable and completely fine that everybody pays into a system and everybody gets a quid pro quo. They get something out of the system. In this case, they get healthcare. The problem is that if the healthcare system is trying to do too much and it's poorly managed and it's inefficient, then the amount of resources that you dump into the system doesn't equate to a reasonable and commensurate result from what you and I and everybody
because the country's over full, too many people in it.
I do think that absolutely has an impact in the same way as like people coming into the country obviously has an impact on housing. But I think the thing that has more of an impact is the inefficiency of how it's run. So there is no motivation in the NHS with respect to efficiency. Don't get me wrong, they've got efficiency targets. They've got efficiency targets coming out of their
They've got loads of legislation and
but because they don't because they don't have shareholders and they're not required to pay fucking dividends, there's nobody actually kicking their ass if they miss the fucking target.
Remember when the railways were nationalised and they were on strike 24 hours a day?
There's no actual repercussion if they miss the target.
Yeah.
So, like, we need to use the motivations, the efficiencies of the private system to maximise the efficiencies of the nationalised system. And as long as you can find a balance between the two, then you're going to get.
I don't believe in nationalisation of it.
I told you he's at top of the horseshoe.
No, so I'm actually the system that exists right now.
Where do you stand on Palestine?
Well, Israel has a right to exist. am I happy about how Israel is perpetuating its existence? Fucking no, because ultimately,
Why? Did it
children
start
being
it?
fucking
Did it?
butchered en masse. No, but it
Did
doesn't matter.
Palestine start it?
It doesn't matter. Like if I started a war
It
with
does
you,
matter.
Well, it does matter, but you went, did what? Oh, but then when we've been here to debate all that, and it goes a lot back further than any October the 7th, isn't it?
if I started a war with you and you somehow managed to overpower me, does that justify you killing my kids for no net gain?
Well,
or
they
no
killed
monetary
children,
reason?
didn't they? Let's be honest. On the
Yeah,
7th of October.
but like,
So let's not do what about us.
I'll stand on principle, and like my principle.
No, you're
is,
not standing on principle.
No, I will.
You're
stand on
standing on one set of children being killed on one day,
No,
October
no.
7th. Didn't
No,
matter.
no,
But we've all
I
got to feel
can't-
sorry for the children that were killed after
No,
that
Yeah,
by
I agree.
by the Israelis.
Yeah, well said. There's children on both sides. got killed.
Yeah.
I will stand on principle in that
No,
there
it's
is
not a
no
principle. It's not a principle.
No.
Anyone can find whatever side they like. They can't.
You just asked me what I will do, and then you answered the fucking question.
No,
for
we
me.
didn't. I asked you where you
If
stood
you're not
on it. I
interested
didn't
about
ask you
what
what
I
you'd
will
do.
do, then don't ask the fucking
We're
question.
not interested.
Why do you always have to sweat?
Jamie,
Hello.
WhatsApp me the link to your panel.
No can do.
Stripey wants to come on.
I can get him on. He's in chat. I've seen him in chat. I can post it in chat.
All right.
I'd blank shite. Give him time to say his piece. Yeah.
I'll post it in chat for him. Gamer, I'm going to remove you from backstage to get him on.
Lefties everywhere you look.
Also, can I see the dog?
Big up the lefties. We need more lefties. Lefties, show yourself. Lefties, show it. Everyone, get your hands up on panel. It's lefty night. Come on, get your hands up.
Jamie, I don't even think you're a lefty
Jamie, you're not
anymore,
allowed
but
to
you
say
think you
lefty.
are.
I don't think any of us are anything. These labels are crazy. We're all
Yeah,
just.
I agree.
And it's to think that we're either team A or team B is a bit daft in it. So.
Oh, I like what you're doing there, Amp. How are you doing that?
Always on kicking. But we should move away from that two teams. Are you left or are you right? It's embarrassing.
Right, okay.
It is. Come on. If you think about it, it's like saying it's black and white, and it's not. It's grey. And it
I don't
moves
know.
around.
I mean, AY had to put up with the bloody lefties today, didn't he? I mean,
I talk to lefties. Yeah,
You know, in that protest today, right? There'll have been loads of people in that protest who's voted Conservative before. Yeah, there will. They were standing up to what they thought were racist protests. Stand up to racism. That's what it was. It wasn't a
I just think there's
protest.
normies, and then there's people that are off the planet. To be honest,
Yeah, there'll have been such a mix of people in that. It'll have been advertised in people's university groups, school groups, college groups. People from voting all over will have been on that protest. They weren't just Green voters or all that.
Well, I'm still genuinely confused. Like, I mean, I asked.
Try now, Stripey.
Well, I asked Wendy and Dupes to give me
He
a
said
specific example
minutes,
of like values that somebody on the left.
yeah, we don't want to have a conversation with you. Take the hint.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, I know you might not, but like, can I at least get like what's left and what's right as like a political?
well, you've already said
or a social position?
you like nationalism. You know you haven't got
No, I
nothing
don't like
against
nationalism.
the bloody unions.
Did you?
I don't think that is just solely about what is left and right, is it?
No, I'm anti-union.
But have you
No,
seen how
you're
the
not.
workers were before the workers?
No, I
right?
am.
What it actually were like, people dying at work and all that. Have you seen the actual
Yeah, but they're
results?
not fit for purpose anymore, Jamie. That's the problem.
No, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about why I think some of you are lefties, because you support these policies, the workers' rights, the protections, the
Yeah,
restrictions
but I
on
don't. Not
landlords.
anymore. I don't.
I
Not
don't
anymore.
support them.
Well, hang on, but this is the policies that are going through in government. We've just had the housing bill so that they could stop people getting kicked out after just because some landlord decides to flog his house. There you go, off you go. They've stopped that. That's a good
Yeah,
thing.
I think
isn't
that's wrong. I think if you own a property and even if you let someone be a tenant in there, all right, you might have to give them a certain amount of time, maybe a month, to find alternate accommodation. But actually, it's your property. You should be allowed to do what you like with it.
Yeah, it's communism.
Okay, but do you see the opposite side to that then? That if you're willing to utilise a society system and rent it out for profit, that the person renting it might need a bit of a better deal. It's like, what?
No, it's communism.
Well, this is why people disagree, because it's like the person with the wealth has all the power. and that's inequality. That's not fair.
Oh,
They want to
no,
rent the house
that's
out. They want to get it
ridiculous.
paid for. They want to charge £700 a month.
That's ridiculous. When you go in
No.
and rent somewhere, in the terms of the contract, you say for how long. When that comes to an end, or if the person wants to sell it, then that will be in your contract. That's what.
Yeah, but now as a society, we've said no, that's not fair because people need security, especially in housing. If you're in a housing, you've got kids at
Not
school.
in other people's
If you've got
property, you
kids at
don't.
school, right, you want to know that you could be kicked out within a month at any point, and you've got kids.
The
in
only
school.
reason the government are doing that is because they've not got enough social housing because they've been giving it away to immigrants.
No,
No, it's not to do with that. It's because people have been getting kicked out through no fault of their own. So that
How
work,
many
so that
immigrants have actually been given
so that
social
they can
housing?
profit.
Does anyone know
It's
the
like they
figure?
want the cake and eat it, don't they? They want the cake and eat it. These landlords, no.
Well, no, Jamie, you're splitting
yeah.
the difference here. So there are two things going on at the same time. Firstly, the availability of housing is absolutely being impacted by the vast amount of immigrants that are coming into the country who are not building enough housing. Now, the argument should be, should we be building more housing or should we be mitigating the number of migrants? But also,
we weren't talking about migrants. We weren't on about anything of the sort. We were talking about that the government, the left-wing government, are implementing policies which are having an effect in the society, such as making it so people cannot get evicted through no fault of their own. I'm suggesting that
It's
that's
going
a
to
good
have a
thing.
detrimental effect because what will happen is people will sell up their stock and not have so many.
Sell it
housing.
then. They can crack on.
Yeah,
That's
they
fine.
will. They'll sell it up
Well,
into the private
But they're not though
market.
because they want the free cash. I promise you. I follow a load of them on Facebook.
But
and
no, it's already
this is what they
affected
say. This is
London.
what they say. But in practice, it's not because they want the Wonga
It's
every month.
already affected London. The house prices in London are already going down because they're selling up their stock.
in London, nationally, the house price is fucking insane.
Yes.
Yep.
That's good for people that want to get on the ladder, though, isn't it?
It's like the average house price
You
is
won't get on
11
the ladder
times
because you won't
the
get
average salary.
You're
It's
not
fucking nuts.
going to earn enough until they put the wages up for you to be able to get on the ladder.
But James, see when they put the wages up, it cures nothing because let's face it, they're giving you more money. It costs more money to live. It costs more money to rent. The man that delivers the bread to the shop gets more money. The person that sells you gets more money. They're just balancing books.
Do you want a government that's going to protect the landlord or the renter, or do you want one that's going to maybe look at both?
The property owner.
You literally mean that? The property owner. These
Yes.
the term landlord, the history behind it. Nah. Well, that's why the people on the left would massively disagree.
I'm not objecting to you having tenants' rights to a degree, but not tenants' rights where they override the landlords when it comes to whether you live there or not. I think that's ridiculous.
But that's not what's happened. It's only it's just trying to find a fair balance so that people are not just kicked out when the market changes. So it's like they'll rent it when it suits them. Oh, but a slight movement in profit. Oh, out you go.
Jamie.
Pack your bag. 28 days.
Jamie,
hang on.
Jamie.
No, the market's changed. The value in the property is now higher. They've cashed in all that money. Maybe they've took all that money out of the council.
Jamie, the contracts transitions from owner to owner to owner. You can't just buy a property and not buy the contract that is applicable.
Order in the house.
Order. Go ahead. No.
Can you put the link again, Jamie?
Oh yes. Right, Gamer, I have to remove you so I can get Stripey on.
Jamie
Most
went
of them get kicked out because they don't pay their rent.
Oh yeah, I could go full lefty on these sort of issues because that's exactly what happens. They'll rent it while it's profitable for them. Oh, change in value, you're on your ass. Kids are out of school because the council can't house you in the same area. Oh, what a shame. Oh, well, tough shit on you. You were born in the wrong family. What unlucky. Maybe you should have been a descendant of William the Conqueror. That's how it is.
If you don't pay your rent, you deserve to get
life.
kicked out.
It's not about these are no fault evictions, Wendy. We're not talking about people not paying the rent. We're talking about people who are getting evicted through no fault evictions because the landlord sniffs another couple of grand.
Okay.
And during lockdown, they froze that situation, didn't they? They said that there was no fault evictions were allowed to be happening through lockdown, and that was before there was anybody even coming over here on boats. Just to clarify that one thing, so it had nothing to do
They've
with
been coming on, but
people have been coming for the last fucking 30 years. Where you been
not
living?
on boats, they have fucking haven't. Not on fucking boats, they have not.
Yes, they have.
Fryer. Stripey
They
will be in Stripey PJs probably.
Go and have a look at. Don't laugh, man. Just go and have a look at the statistics. Go and have a look at that.
Do you know TW? Do you know who TW is?
PW.
Do you know Vinnie Sullivan? Vinnie Sullivan was down the coast in
Patriot. That was all
2016 filming
before.
this shit.
Yeah.
I know what Nobby. I know people like that. Yeah, who were down there at the very first beginning when they were first put into the barracks down there. Yeah,
Nobby weren't first down there.
No, Nobby wasn't.
Who
No.
was then, sorry? Who was? Little veteran.
Yeah, he weren't the first person to notice Dover. No, he wasn't.
Right. Okay. So when it was first being documented on YouTube, it was like what 2019, 2020. Yeah, when they first started.
No, because it started off in free speech groups where people were talking about it. There was a lovely lady called Deborah.
Not on YouTube though, was there?
Right. Do you know what,
not on
Angela?
YouTube, no.
Angela.
Thank you. Just
Angela.
clarifying that one bit. Yeah.
Angela. There's a good
Yeah.
saying, yeah? People should stay in their lanes. And I'm
Yeah.
sorry, sweetie, but you need to stay in your lane.
Why?
Yeah.
Because you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I do. What the fuck, man?
You don't,
Of course I
Angela.
do.
You really
I
don't.
don't.
Because
I
there's
mean,
a
look
guy
at Joe
called Chris
Drayton
Johnson.
with her
Listen,
That's right,
there's a
Joe
guy called-
Drayson and all those
Joe
people who were
Drayton.
involved.
Hold on a
Yeah.
minute, Angela.
Long before
There's
Nobby.
There's a guy called Chris Johnson, yeah, that was before the border force was even picking them up halfway through, was actually finding them on the beaches of Dover. Yeah, and this was
Oh,
before
yeah,
They were
people,
coming up on landscape. They were coming up at. They were
and
coming
this was
up.
documented, by the way,
Yeah,
Angela.
I mean,
yeah?
I guess.
Oh my
let's
god!
not-
I fucking know. I know. They were coming
All
up
right,
So
landscape.
if
okay,
you
They were
know,
coming up
Angela,
fucking Whitstable.
so if
They were
you
coming
know,
everywhere
Angela,
live. I know
Angela,
that
so
shit.
if
Yeah,
you
they were
know,
coming
why are you
undocumented.
saying
They were
lies
coming.
then?
What?
Roger
If
that.
you know, why are you saying something completely different?
I'm not. What I'm saying to you, if you
You
have a
are,
look at the
because
way
you
in
just
which
said
it
that
was
you know.
increasing, it's gone. How many folds has it gone up then?
Oh,
Since
you're talking about increasing.
yes.
You accepting that it
Okay,
was
well, we'll
happening.
move on to that another time. We've got Stripey backstage. And
That's my
John, I
point,
didn't
mate,
know you
right
had
then.
this opinion, but I think that's a disgusting way to talk about people. In fact, it's the worst type of person. I hate people that speak like that. I hate landlords that behave like that. And that's the exact issue that causes this. If we landlords don't pay mortgage, they're pond life
Jamie.
scum renters. They're pond life scum renters. Won't have a
Jamie.
place to live.
Into
Now,
Jamie,
now you're
John-
feeding into what frustrates me is the title landlord. What
Listen,
a load of shit.
Mate, he's
Go ahead.
obviously in the advert. It's his
What a
birthday
load of shit.
weekend. Yeah.
Oh,
He's in the
happy birthday,
advert.
John.
He's having a few.
Yeah,
He's
but,
just raised
he's
baiting
not. But he means what he says. This is the attitude towards people who don't
Yeah, but
have a
he's just
mortgage.
rage baiting you, Jamie. He's in the
Well,
he's
yeah,
in
and
the
it
boozer.
works because
Yeah.
it works, and I'll feed into it because it feeds exactly into the point I'm making. It's the attitude that some landlords have to their tenants,
Do you
and
know
that's
what?
why
Alex?
you need.
You're 100% right, guys. Tonight
Yeah.
is the panel to see who can rage bait each other the most.
Yeah, we've done
Well,
all right.
I-
Alex.
as a
pro in
bait
this regard,
anyone. I'm
Jamie,
being
I
truthful
do
in my
recommend you should
opinion.
probably.
Oh, come on, this is only joking. Right, let me get
Maybe.
Stripey on. Thank you for that, John. That was just what I needed. I just needed the icing on the cake. Stripey, welcome up. Good to see you.
What's going on?
Oh, there's Stripey PJs.
He's here.
Thanks for having me.
You're
Hello,
welcome.
Stripey.
You're welcome, man.
How are you doing, though?
Yeah, that's
I don't
definitely
feel I am
Stripey,
angry
Jamie.
today, but I'm literally making sure that I'm setting the tone on this panel and I'm not letting it get taken over. That's what I'm doing. I'm deliberately doing it. So I'm setting the tone. And it's not. And if some people think I'm a lefty and some people think I'm a righty, then I'm doing all right as a host. Stripey, what you want to say, mate?
I think we might have activated.
No, I was just
Jamie.
wondering if
Like
anyone had any questions about the whole
argument
incident.
earlier.
Right.
There's a lot of
John,
speculation
we
going about.
want to listen to Stripey.
Yes, order.
Sorry.
This is Stripey's floor now, yeah?
No, don't say that, mate.
It
I
is.
hate the limelight,
Over
but
to you, Stripey.
everyone
Love
was
Stripey,
talking
go
about
on.
the whole thing about what happened today in Southampton, and I just thought, let's put some of that to bed.
Yeah.
I mean, anyone that was watching from the start of the stream, it was just I've turned up doing the usual thing, see all the horrible lefties there trying to protest against the vigil. Probably nearly got nicked, to be fair, for a comment I made about Shamima Begum.
Right.
Anyway, moving on from that, it seems like CP had like her own little designated area in front of Nick for the to report, because she's like his personal camera person now and all that.
Yeah.
And a couple of the security, as they were calling themselves, got a bit pushy and shovey. So I simply said, how come she's allowed to stand there? Because I didn't understand what the arrangements were. And well, they were just like, well, you know, they're part of Nick's detail. And I was like, oh, okay, well, whatever then. But they're getting very handsy on, you know. And I think also she's been sort of stirring the pot with a few of these people, because if anyone's seen the allegation she made about me, what was it, about a month or two ago?
This is
on one
a
of her live
PDF
streams?
allegation, isn't it? This is a strong allegation. Yeah,
Mate,
totally
it's like
unfounded.
the worst allegation you can make against someone.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, no one likes a nonce, right? The first thing you
How did
want
it
to do
start
is
today?
Sorry,
You just started today by them saying we stand here, you can't. Pretty much.
basically that, yeah. And I thought we'd put this to bed, because AY spoke to her last week and said, look, you know, his own business that he had with her, plus don't be going around calling people nonsense if they're not, right?
Yeah.
And honestly, massive respect to you, AY, for standing up and saying that, mate, because you know, it's good to have people in your corner. When...
pathetic, isn't it?
Sorry, who's fapping?
It's
Like,
pathetic and dangerous
there's an
as well. It's really dangerous.
Well, I'd happily, right? I say it. I mean, look what happened to that mate. What's that? I don't even know his name. I don't like to remember the name of scum that hurt and kill children, right? But that geezer who got stabbed by them 3 fellas in prison, I couldn't care less. Good riddance. That's what I say.
That, pop star geezer, wasn't it?
My
the Lost Prophets
scum
guy.
like that get what they
Yeah.
get.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be branded scum like that. Like, if someone's actually done it, fair enough. Throw that allegation at them. Make it known to people. No one likes a nonce. But don't be saying it when it's unfounded, because that shit is going to get people hurt. But that wasn't the thing. She didn't actually bring that up today, so that's not like an issue really. But I think she's still trying to make it out like I've been bullying her. Did
she will just stay away. You'll have to just not comment. You'll have to not comment. Wish her well as I do, and that'll be it, because she's too dangerous.
So I've got Emma with me as well. You know, as we sort of
I just think she's very, very dangerous, and we wish her well. I mean it.
Well, she'll make her own bed, and then she'll have to lie in it, won't she?
But probably not, mate. But probably not. It's answer for everything and protected, and wish her well.
Wow. I mean, I've got better things to do in life, really. But at the same time, I don't want to feel like I'm being pushed out of protests that I want to stand for, you know?
I think that's already happened over there. That's not going to get fixed. And that's their protest, and that is what it is, isn't it? You can stand on sidelines and ignore them, but...
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, this was a vigil for Henry Novak, and ever since I heard about that...
A protest is a public place, Jamie, yeah?
I know, I get that. But what I mean is about trying to stop that conflict. They're going to go, you can't stand here. This is, you know, and that's what they're going to do.
We can't get into the realms of turning around saying that these people is okay, and then people, because that's ridiculous. Just, in my opinion, it's just like a bit lefty-fied. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's cruel as well, isn't it? It's like it's childish.
I just find it a bit confusing. When the Patriots of Britain having their own problems with her a few months ago.
Oh, go on. Yeah.
Now all of a sudden these people are meant to be saying that she's all right again and starting on other people. No, I'm not having it. No. CP, you need to grub up.
Yeah.
That's it. End of.
Who else has she been making enemies with anyway?
But look, I think look, we all know, that CP has got learning difficulties and disabilities, whatever you want to call them. And obviously people do give her a little bit of an extra tolerance, because of obviously because of that reason, you know, so they do give her extra tolerance. But I think, and this is no disrespect to CP, you know, like I think she finds it hard to admit when she's wrong and say sorry. If that's
and I don't want to speak for her. I don't want to make assumptions or not. I just want to say that Joe's bang on. Striper, you can't win this. You are just best staying away. It will be relentless.
Yeah, just stay away from her and people that she's associated with, and just stay away.
Hang on, is being wrong and not being able to say sorry a sign of mental illness?
No one's saying it is. That's why we said we didn't want to speculate. That's why I said that. And that no. That's why I said it. I don't want to speculate. It's because she's not here. If she were on panel and she could speak for herself, I'd be fine talking about her like that. But no, we've got to wish her well.
No, I don't. Look, I couldn't give a shit about her. I'm sorry. I'm indifferent. I don't care.
Who's this Shine?
I ain't got to wish someone well that I don't know.
No, you don't have to.
He's a
You
little
don't
bit
have
of
to
a
know.
troublemaker.
But we're not talking about her disabilities and what that means
Oh
and everything
no,
else.
I don't know. I don't want any harm to come to her. But at the end of the day, you know.
Can I just say, right? I never ever really. I don't even try to engage her in public because, like you lot say, it's not worth it, right? But I get wound up and I say dumb shit in the background, sort of to myself and to my viewers, right? Especially about like the far right comment. Like it definitely came out wrong. If these people I thought were far right, I wouldn't march with them. But the one thing I'd love to know from her personally is what is her problem with me? I've never done anything wrong to that girl, and I only ever stood up for her when I first ever met her. People came into my live chat saying so much derogatory shit about her, and I said, "That ain't on. You don't do
I had
that.
it for
Like, just
12
because she's
months.
special needs."
I had it for 12 months over, and I've no answer. That's why we give you this advice of wish her well. And I mean, you know, like, and it basically translates. I couldn't give a shit, not, you know, to a girl, Lord, dangerous. And imagine what you don't know. Imagine the discussions you haven't heard and what's going on. And whew,
Is she still working for that TV channel? I can't think of the name now. She was working with them last year, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Anyone know who it was? No.
What's his name? Thinking with Bobby. That's helpful, isn't it?
He knows Talk TV.
Yeah,
What's it
that's
called?
fine.
Mate, who is this fucking Herbert? Yeah. Right. This fucking Herbert. Whatever his, we'll find his name again. Whatever
Oh,
his
he's
fucking
been at it all night. It's been. It was me first. It was me earlier.
What is Herbert? Shine.
Yeah, yeah. No, not that.
Oh,
one.
ignore him.
Yeah.
He's a bit backward as well. Ignore him, boy.
What is he? What is this geezer on? Yeah.
He wants you.
Mate.
Don't. If you mention his name, then he's done his job as a troll. He's just a troll. Ignore him.
Shine, lay off the star doggies.
Attention seeker.
Hey, what's wrong with Stardog?
Lay off the star dog, bro. You're barking up the
I
wrong
love that.
tree
It's
here,
like,
mate.
who's this fucking Herbert? Like,
I'm actually.
I like Herbert. It's good, isn't it?
I was not got Herbert then. Straight
You know
up.
what? Like, I'm from Tottenham. Fucking hell.
yeah, I'm a Yid as well. I love Spurs.
No, this is what he's saying. I've just checked his logs now. It's brilliant having a spanner. You can check people's logs and stuff. You can see when they come into channels. Yeah, it's absolutely. This is the best 90. This is the best $9.99 a month I've ever spent. Yeah.
Mine.
Stop giving the prices away. You're on the special deal.
Hang on a minute. Why is he getting it so cheap?
Yeah, I know. I've told you to keep it quiet.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm paying 10
you know me,
times.
Angela. I've got a big mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, but still, you haven't got that much of a big mouth on your fucking channel, have you? There's me going, hi. Right, ignore me, innit?
No, you're blocked on my channel. I don't see your comments. That's why.
And then you block me personally then, because I'm in there.
I'm only joking, Angela.
I was actually just purposely ignore me then.
I'm only joking.
No, I'm joking, really. Yeah, now that's today. Yeah, 9 months membership. Woohoo! No, you said hello to everyone else, not me. What joke? It's all good.
I think he wants to be Turkish, this geezer. He's got a Turkish little thing, isn't he?
The shorts that you watch go in your history just the same.
Yeah. They certainly do. Oh my god, I saw the most horrific short.
Mate, London Fields is not even in Tottenham, you crank. In London Fields is in Hackney, you prat. What on earth is this? He don't even know what he's on about.
Yeah, we know. We know Shines from old. Honestly, if he came up, you'd understand why it's not worth even engaging.
Oh God, not Shines.
Don't
Oh
you think he sounds
no.
like
I'm trying to tell why, Wendy. Honestly,
Hey,
it ain't
why
worth.
ignore him, love? No, don't
If you
even
think
get
CP might have
involved.
learning difficulties, I'm telling you, Shines is worse.
Yeah, but you need these sort of people. They're good for the algorithm. Keep on going, guys. Jamie loves you.
I'm going to get
Jamie's Pantifa. That's a stretch. Pantifa. Good night, John. See you later, buddy.
See you next time. Yeah, have a good evening, everyone. Good night.
So, Stripey, was you attacked or anything today?
Yeah, a little bit, pushing and shoving from some people, but no, I wasn't like proper attack, In the eyes of the law, I was, but in reality, nah.
Did you feel in any danger at any time?
Land in the chest.
Did you dare them to touch you, Stripey?
Do you know what it was, AY?
Yeah.
My feelings were just hurt mostly.
And I guess that's because of the comments that she's made about you before, you know.
The thing is, though, I will say this, right? And CP, if you're listening, you need to fucking take heed, right? And the people around CP. It's me saying it, nobody else. With heightened tensions in this country, the last thing we need is people turning people against each other over false allegations, because the way people's tensions are at the moment, someone could get seriously hurt over saying that ain't fucking true. Fucking all need to behave yourselves.
Yeah.
Right, Joe. Thank you for the super chat. Don't know, genius.
Where's everyone gone? What happened?
Nothing. Joe saying the night with the super chat.
Oh, thank you, Joe. I'm up to bed. Good night, Joe. Mad one. Good night, all. See you all soon. Joe, thank you so much. Thank you. I got a clip here, just a little clip of Jimmy Carr. He says, you're a cockney geezer. It made me laugh.
Funny Jimmy Carr.
Oh, yeah, it makes me laugh.
Yeah.
You look like a weatherman. Wow. What's right? Super terrific. You know I can see you. You look like a guy that thinks, well, Primark only really paying for the label. But you're saying my suit isn't very nice. You look like someone. Trousers don't fit. You look like the trousers don't fit. It's the way we talk around here. You're a fucking cockney geezer. What are your pronouns? This and that. I'm a geezer, I'm a face. Your suit doesn't even fucking fit. You're probably just confused because I'm wearing a three-piece suit and I don't have a court appearance.
Yeah, I thought his pronouns were going to be oi oi.
What, you think that's funny, Jamie? Do you taking the piss out of us cockneys?
Yeah, no, I think it's disgusting. I'm curious. Forky, get your ass on this panel, or are you the coward? There's the link. Come and bring your shit. I'll take it there. Why not? Get on.
Who we got coming, Jamie?
Bye, coward. We ain't got him coming. He ain't got the fucking balls.
I thought these companies were supposed to be able to give it back. Yeah. We're supposed to be a bit spicy.
Here a cockney geezer. 5 minute warning, we are wrapping up. Unless Forky comes along.
Jesus.
Yeah, but why am I going to get into an argument I've said I'm not offended about? I
didn't think you were offended about it. I thought it was humorous. Like, Jesus,
yeah, so why do you want us to fire back?
No, it's not worth. Like, it was just comical. Like, it can just be funny. Jupes. It can just be entertaining. It doesn't have to be a
I
fucking
found
argument.
it funny as well, you silly bastard.
He doesn't think that you got upset over that car guy, does he?
Yeah, he didn't realise he's another one who can't understand tones and inclinations. Special needs on these panels is too much.
No.
I can't cope. I can't cope.
Yes, they're in the car, got robbed.
Oh, yeah, well, that was well funny.
Well funny.
Okay, but she's complaining.
She actually got she says they just pickpocketed her out in a bag, put her hand in a bag. Yeah.
So
who's got a telly on in the background?
Yeah, someone's got the telly on. No, it's not me this time, no.
Yeah, that is AY.
I bet it's AY. Yeah.
Who's AY watching? No, he's on mute.
No, I've just
No,
been
it
watching
ain't.
to check if it is.
Oh.
It is me.
It is him, yeah. Be watching footy or something, won't he?
It is me. I'm watching my own videos back.
He's watching his own live.
Oh my god.
Nah, of course I'm not.
She didn't, John.
Yeah, don't be so stupid.
To be
Guys,
fair,
we're going to wrap up if
I
you've
liked
no
your
else.
video today.
Wait. I've got to try and remember something that I've been saved for AI, but I can't remember what it was. Give me 1 sec.
What was you going to say to me, Angela?
I've forgotten. Give me 1 second. Because
Well, it could be important. No, it must be a lie.
No, it was important. It was about you earlier on today.
Well, it must be a lie then.
Well, something you did. I hope not. Crikey.
Well, you must be imagining it, because if you can't think about
No,
it, then
it's
it can't be
different
real.
for us women.
Goblin
Yeah.
clipping. Yeah.
It's what, sorry, Jimmy?
He's clipping, isn't he?
Who is?
DP said you're clipping. Hey, welcome,
No.
Sash. No.
No, I'm not clipping.
That's
Sasha
something
back, is she?
No, Sash, not, but I've got Patrick backstage, but we're wrapping up, Patrick. Patrick's just
Yeah,
dancing.
forget Patrick, man.
Yeah.
AY, that's something I've noticed about you that I like is that you stand on your beliefs, but you're always respectful to other people who are respectful to you, no matter what they believe or who they are. I like that.
I will always be the same, Food Toy. If you,
You get what you give, don't you?
I've been raised to treat people how you are treated. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is like
Nice
what I
one,
was
mate.
saying about with people like Stripey, yeah, and myself, you know, like we come to YouTube, we probably don't really understand it at the beginning. We make some mistakes. But it's not
Like
about the
yourself.
mistakes that we make, it's about how we learn from these mistakes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's about how we actually what we take away from them mistakes and how we actually
You
better
evolve.
ourselves from them mistakes.
You evolve
know?
and you have them. You evolve and you adjust and you live and learn, and that's what it's all
Yeah,
about.
like look, I made mistakes, you know, like it's but it is what it is, you know, like it is what it is. You can't change it. So you just have to get on with it, you know, like it is what it is. And
It's a learning experience, isn't it? And there's a saying, I think it's like, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
yeah, exactly. And you know what?
Oh,
Life's
like
too short to be holding grudges over with people. Look at me and DP now. Who would have thought after what happened between us two, that like when people see us in protests, they probably think the whole thing was staged, really, to be honest. Yeah.
It'd
Because
been better
they
if
see
it
how
was.
we actually, they probably see how we get on, and how we actually are with each other now, you know, like after
Well,
the
it shows it
Birmingham
was just a shame, doesn't it? It shows it was such a shame because, like you say, you do
like,
get on, and it's gotta
because
be
even
annoying,
like after Birmingham, I'm ringing him to check on him to make sure he's got away okay.
Yeah.
He's ringing me to check if I'm actually okay and got away okay. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's
it's a
like
shame, that.
you know, and like I think I've said it
Yeah,
before.
but that's how
and-
it should be, AY. If you're all on the same side and you can all see the same problems, you know, you should
It's
be
not
looking out for each other. Even if you disagree on small things, you should be looking out for each other.
Do you know what, Jukes? I think it just goes down to being adult. Do you know what I mean? And like, and I actually said to him a couple of days ago, because I've said to him, like, if he can calm down and slow down, like when he's talking to these people, etc., it'd be brilliant. You know, if he could just tone it down, slow it down. And I actually said to him, like, I said, it probably means nothing to you. I said, well, I'm quite proud of you, DP, at the minute. I said, because I've been watching some of your stuff, and and I feel like you've taken on board what not only what I've said, but
I was just going to correct you then. I'm going to go, whoa. hang
not
on.
only what I've said, but what other people have said, you know, and it kind of like, it gives you, do you know what? It actually encourages you to help more people and to try to give like some best advice to people. But when people actually listen to you, and when you're giving them advice and they're listening and they're actually, you see they're taking it on board, it gives you more encouragement to actually to give advice to other people. Do you know what I mean?
When he's talking and how quick he pulls out his points in his debating, when he's talking to people out on the street, you don't know it's coming. He's that quick. Boom,
Exactly.
boom. I've noticed it. Bang, bang, bang.
And do you know
It's
what?
very good.
I've said before, like if he slows it down, then and we've all said that. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know, all
and
of us have
he's
said
nearly
that.
there. He's nearly there.
He's took it on board, and I'm not saying he's. Do you know what? I'm not like he's not saying he's listening, whatever. But he's took it on board and he's adapted that into his style, and I'm not saying he was copying other people or anything, but he's kind of evolving into his own style. Do you know what I mean? Like he's evolving into his, if you know what I mean. Like he's actually.
He had the BBC guy nodding with him for a lot of the time. There's a lot of points he were making. The guy were agreeing with him. I could see it in his face. And I mean, the BBC, you could see it, couldn't you? You could see it. But then they were trying to stitch him up in end to get a pointer on what are people doing now to be mean. Tell us what people are up to. You could see him trying to stitch him up, but they agreed with a lot he was saying.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad News too made up. It was the right move.
What a great live, what a hectic live, but brilliant guest, fantastic panel. Please see everyone.
Please have remembered. I'm remembered.
What?
All right, good night, guys. Thanks for having me up, Jamie.
Angela's remembered what she wanted to say.
Yeah. Anyway, do you remember you speaking to that guy earlier where his daughters were there? Or was it daughter or son or something? Oh, he's a fucker, isn't he?
He wasn't unknown. Tell him tomorrow. Go on, tell us all, Angela. What did you remember? No, he's here now. He's here.
Sorry, Angela. Every time somebody leaves, it ends up muting. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You should get an Android. I'm joking.
You haven't forgotten again, have you?
Pardon?
You ain't forgotten again now, have you?
No. I remember still. Yeah. Do you know when earlier on you were talking and someone's just
Someone's just left.
Hello?
You won't be able to hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but I can't hear Jamie. But that's probably a good thing, to be fair.
Yeah. Just crack on then, Angela.
Yeah.
Let me hear Jamie as well. Let me hear Jamie.
Okay, can't you? Okay, can't Jamie? What the hell?
Oh my God, he's gone. Let me quickly leave before I drop him out as well. I'll see you all later, guys.
It's good, mate.
Yeah, I'll on that note.
No, stay there.
Don't leave, John. No one leave at the minute. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I do know what's going on.
Right. See you in a bit, John. Thank you so much. Right.
Strappy didn't dare move. Stay where you are. Stay.
Right, you're back.
Right, stop leaving, everybody. Stay now. Yeah.
Just do not move. Yeah. So earlier on, we were having that conversation with that guy. Remember, and he was on the opposite side, and then was it his child that was with him, and that he really had no decorum whatsoever. Yeah, it was outrageous, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I just tried to rage bait him, really, to be honest with you.
Did you? You did very good.
Yeah, I was just rage baiting him at that stage, just for a clip, to be honest.
No, it was good though. You were right. Straight up, you were right. And it was
I was being a shekel.
No,
this is
farming.
This is what I've learned from DP, how to be a shekel.
A shekel? What's? Oh yeah, not shekel.
It means committed to getting the content out to the masses.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought, yeah.
Is that what the meaning of that actually is?
Yeah, that's what it is. It means you're just a higher level of commitment to getting the content out to the masses. That's all it is.
Oh, so technically it's a compliment then?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Compliment. Yeah. Big up the shekels. And yeah, whoever complained about a double figure payday off YouTube, like crack on.
A double figure? What do you mean a double figure?
Triple. Come on.
Well, when I said doubles, I mean in the thousands. 10,000.
Bro, I'm not happy if my YouTube channel is not making me 5 figures every month. I'm not happy, geez. Has to make me more than 5 figures every month.
I've never seen 5 figures on YouTube, but I would love to see that. Obviously, I wouldn't. And I'd take a shekel title if that meant I were getting that. I'd be like, yeah, man, I'm a shekel. Come on.
Yeah.
You know, so whatever. It's a bit of a harsh trade, actually, is that?
What?
Being called a shekel, but you're like, yeah, but I've got, 10 grand. So.
A shekel? Never even.
Yeah.
Why is it called a shekel then? It's obviously.
Well, the difference is if it'd be different if people were taking the piss, I guess. Well, no, even then it won't, would it? People do what they want. You do whatever.
You wait until you see. You wait until you see. Yeah, English Ned's video. Yeah. I dropped the best one-liner ever. Yeah, somebody turned around and said, someone turned around. I've told DP this as well, by the way. So somebody turned around and said, "Has anyone seen DP?" I said, "He's probably on his arse somewhere over there." Yeah,
he's on his ass over there. But he sat down clipping. Right, I'm out. Catch you on the next one, everyone. Cheers, AY. Stripe, good to see you. Welcome anytime and get involved. Be good.
Cheers.
Night, night, Jamie. Night, night, chat. Night,
Good night, Angela.
Night, night. Go to bed with a smile.
Is that what a shekel is? Oh, I didn't. A shekel
What
is
is
actually.
it?
I thought it was from Bible. Oh, yeah, that makes
Oh,
shekel.
God. Oh,
Shekel.
I don't agree with shekels. I don't think.
What in the YouTube is going on here? We're just wrapping up medical weed. What have I done?
Oh,
Oh, we're just going to ask Stripey if he plays Rust. Don't think he does. Thank you, Karen. Thanks, everyone. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, Angela.
On VR. Anyway, I'm going.
Thank you, everyone. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.